This camera's good, I think. Let me just do a clap. I always do a clap. Boom. Audio test 1 2 3. Audio test 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2. What is this? Welcome to our show where me and Max just display how cool we are for an hour.
Hello.
I am your normal host, but today we have a special guest.
What up, people?
What up? The esteemed light skin sitting next to me introduce himself.
Hey man, my name's Gabe. I'm his little cousin or neph. I don't know what the hell we're going with today, but
It depends if Xavier's in uncle mode.
yeah.
You're my cousin, but
You're in uncle mode.
I'm older than you.
I feel it, yeah.
And so I've always viewed you as like my nephew, like, you know.
Dude, you're not that much older than me.
Okay, but
You're
like
10 years older than me. You weren't taking me to the zoo when I was little and shit.
I was changing your diapers, bro.
Were you actually?
No.
I'm about to say there's no way, dude.
Are you kidding?
Like, yeah,
But
you're like 7. Like,
How much older am I than you?
I'm 19. So you're what, 23?
22.
22?
Yeah.
I don't know about you. Sorry.
So I'm 3 years older than you, but
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but you're just starting college and I just finished college, so
Yeah.
that's like a big difference.
Yeah,
That's
That is a big difference.
that's
That
why
is-
you're my
that is
nephew.
true.
Like that's why like you're my son, bro. I shunned you, bro.
hey, Fluent, I know you hear this.
No, you yeah. Shout out to my man's dad who's a rapper.
Yeah.
This show is about music, so
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
got
facts,
like
facts,
the,
facts.
the greatest guest ever here. I feel bad for him because he's white and we're kind of like doing the thing again where we just ignore him.
Yeah,
So
you know.
please introduce
Hello,
yourself.
everyone. Introduce myself like I haven't been on every episode.
I'm about to say. Like,
He's cool though. He likes rap.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, I've picked it up. He's cool though.
No, he's one of the good ones.
One of the good ones.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
all right,
for sure.
all right.
I try my best.
But yeah, I wanted to talk about the whole college thing and how I finished college before you, right when you started it. It was pretty interesting because I chose to go to a PWI, which stands for what? Predominantly white institution.
Yeah.
And then you were going to HBCU.
Yes, sir. Clark, Atlanta.
Clark,
Yeah,
Atlanta.
CAU, Panther Nation. Yeah.
So like, what made you do? Excuse me. Well, what made you like choose a HBCU?
Bro, so it's crazy. So like in middle school, like all right, and once I got to like 6th grade, all right, before 6th grade, I wanted to go to Stanford. Once I got to 6th grade, I realized that wasn't gonna happen. So I'm like, I'm just being honest. So then I'm like, and then I wanted to go to Michigan, and then when I started high school at a Catholic school, it was hard, and I'm like,
We got
I'm
connects in Michigan.
I know.
I
but
didn't
come on,
ask
bro.
him either. Like I didn't think about it when I applied.
I have more. Yeah, obviously that one, but I have like more than just that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But it was just like,
I forgot you have Italian white family. Excuse me.
yeah,
You have
I'm
more-
plugged in. Are you in the what? Nah. Glad you got that. Nah, but so like, yeah, I wanted to go to Michigan and stuff. Honestly, that kind of started from me just being in Ann Arbor a lot. Like I have family there and other things, and then like I started learning about HBCUs. I don't even remember how. Like it was mostly just Howard. I was the only one. It was
Yeah.
Howard and then Hampton.
That's the only one I applied to was Howard.
Howard and Hampton, and then yeah, it was always in my mind. And honestly, I didn't really think about where I was going to college that often. Like I kind of knew I didn't want to be in Michigan,
Okay.
so that was like step number one. And then the end of junior year, I go on a HBCU tour, and Clark was one of the schools we visited. I visited Howard, Clark, Hampton.
How'd you get on
Morehouse.
that tour? What was?
It was like this tour that a lot of people in Detroit do.
Oh, it's one of the business. Like yeah.
It's through a church. I
Yep.
know that. And me
Yeah.
and my really close friend Trey went, and we met like 3 of our like closest friends. Shout out to Ajay, Trace, and Lauren.
Hey, just keep talking to
yeah,
that mic.
Yeah.
No, but that's what's up. Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to them. But nah, they so yeah, I go on the tour and I'm like, oh, I like this. Like I didn't really get the full experience because everybody was going on spring break at the time. But I'm
Okay.
like, I really like this, and I'm like, I don't want to be in Michigan. I hate the cold.
Yes.
So I'm like, naturally, I'm gonna go to HBCU. So then when it was time for me to apply, I did the Common App, and really it was Clark, Tennessee State, Xavier,
Shout out.
and like FAMU, and then there was other schools that like would offer me like that I applied to that offered me money and stuff.
Yeah.
But then once I did research on them, I was kind of lukewarm. So then Clark accepted me late. They accepted me like I applied in like October. They accepted me in like May.
Howard did that to me too. They did.
Howard,
really
yeah,
well.
Howard. They didn't even hit me back. So I don't know.
They're
And then
bougie.
Xavier accepted me in like June, dude.
You know I'm
like,
named after that school.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Why didn't you apply to Dillard?
I did apply to Dillard, and
Did
I was
you?
literally. So it was.
That's where my parents met.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I thought they met at Xavier. See.
Everyone thinks that because of my
They went to
name,
Dillard.
but
so
no.
literally, like it was somebody from Dillard I'm talking to,
Yeah.
like on a weekly basis. They're giving me money, everything.
Damn.
It was just I like Clark more, and it wasn't. I got like pretty good amount of money, like because it's expensive school.
It is.
So that was a big thing, and that was why I didn't go to like Hampton. And then so really, it was last minute. It was Dillard, Clark, because like other schools kind of like fell out. It was Dillard, Clark, and Texas Southern were like really the ones I feel like I would have went to. But I don't know. Just visiting Clark, it being in Atlanta, just everything. I was like, this is where I want to be. I knew people at Morehouse. I knew people at Spelman.
Yeah.
And I saw the like potential connections. That was my thing.
You're about to have the time of your life in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'm so very jealous of you.
Facts.
We spent our college years in East Lansing.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. Is it?
Yeah.
Kind of the opposite of.
Oh,
Atlanta.
definitely the opposite of Atlanta. But is it like, is that bad?
No, Xavier pisses and moans a lot.
I do. I complain. I
Yeah.
bitch and moan a lot. But here's the thing, because college, I didn't have any girls in high school. So my whole, from 16 onward, existence was centered around preparing myself for college. So like I would be hitting the gym. I would be like researching and doing these things. And I was like the token black guy at my high school. And so I was like, I can't wait to get around some other black kids because, you know, that we can finally like I can be around other black kids.
Right.
I didn't realize MSU was like super segregated and like all the black kids who were from the suburbs like me hung out with like the white kids and like the white frats and shit. And my only problem with that was like white Greek culture is like racist.
Oh, bro.
Exactly.
Absolutely
So
not.
you know I was doing it for a minute before I decided not to.
Yeah.
But like I can't sell out. But I was like 18, 19 at the time, so I was like, but the pretty light skinned girls are in the white sororities, you know? So I was and then the thing about college is like, if you want chicks, if you want girls, it's all about being in the room.
Yeah.
And just being able to have the opportunity to talk to them.
Yeah.
But the only way to get into that room at Michigan State was like to sell out. And so that's why I was so mad.
So yeah.
Right. So then like, and then obviously, you know, I don't always fit in with like, you know, some of the Detroit kids because of my personality, the way I talk. So I was just like in this weird limbo state and I blamed the school. But
I kind of felt that when I was at UAD.
Yes.
Like I was closer to the black kids, but then like a lot of my interests with music and stuff aligned with like a couple of my white friends.
Yeah.
So I was like right down the middle. And like even now, like I'm cool with like I have like 3 close white friends that went there and a few close black friends that went there.
Yeah.
And I'm like perfectly in the middle.
Yeah.
And so I kind of get what you're saying. And that was another thing that kind of went in my head was like more people like me, because I'm like, as soon as I finish college, I'm gonna be a minority anywhere. So I might as well, if I have the choice, be somewhere where I'm not going to be forced to be a minority.
Yeah. I mean, you say I complain like you didn't complain about it.
Well,
either.
no.
And you're white. And you've been dating the same woman for 20 years.
I was gonna say, if you're not partner searching or girl searching, yeah, I can't complain as much. I'm sure I would. I get. I
mean, no one wants to hear me complain. I get it. But like, I was just mad because I didn't want to sell out.
Yeah, and I get. I mean, I would say if you're a normal person, you have to sell out to be in any Greek life scenario at Michigan State. But
well, you're saying if
especially
you're not a Trump supporter.
Yeah. It's bad, and there's a lot of faking you have to do to be around some of these people, and I can imagine that would get to you if you have to do it more than I did and more intensely than I did. Yeah, obviously, there's not a. Well, I guess they're all they're mostly white schools.
Yeah,
in America, but I get what you're saying about like not wanting to be a minority if you don't have to be.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, and I don't mind it. Like UAD is a weird situation because it's a Catholic school, but it was like, I think like 70-30 white to black. And like, but I never really felt that out of touch with like being like my black side, I guess. And just like, so that was a good thing. But
and you guys have like more black kids because you guys are good at sports.
Yeah, and that's that is a big thing. And just where we are. It's on 7 Mile.
Exactly.
Illinois. But so then there was that, and then when I went to Western, I was technically even though it's in Detroit, I was technically a minority because of Hispanics.
Oh,
it was like Hispanic, and they all thought I was Dominican and stuff.
You do kind of look Dominican,
bro,
especially with the glasses.
Chill, man. Nah, but they was all thinking like, oh yeah, he Dominican or whatever. Yeah. But nah, man, the HBCU culture and stuff, I liked it. It was it's different.
It is like I haven't even. The only one I visited was Morehouse. But from the people I know who went to Howard, they really enjoyed it. Yeah. So I think you made the right choice, man.
Yeah.
I mean, also it's in the city. East Lansing's.
That was another thing, right? Because it was like, all right, Hampton's in Hampton, Virginia. It's nothing there. The one thing was like, it's on the ocean. So that was like,
isn't that? It's near
Virginia
like
Beach, right?
Norfolk and.
Yeah, it's not far. But it's like not that much in Hampton. It's like nothing to do.
Right.
And I know people who went there who just complained about like having nothing to do. So that was that. And then you look at the other schools. I was thinking about Dillard in New Orleans, Texas Southern in Houston, and then this one. And not even so much for what I'm gonna do, but like connections, like people I can meet outside of school.
Yeah.
Because obviously my school is there, and then across the street you got Morehouse. And Spelman.
Yeah.
Around the corner you got Georgia State, you got Georgia Tech, and then
Clark
you're in Atlanta.
You're like right across the street from Spelman. I think.
It's right next to it.
Yeah.
Like, some of my classes will be on Spelman's classes.
Really?
Campus. Yeah, and there's some classes I think you take with people from Morehouse or in Spelman.
Right, I'm sure there are.
Yeah.
You,
I'm not sure which. I was gonna say I'm not sure which.
Oh yeah, I mean, you got time, man. With this whole pandemic going on, it's not even open yet. But
right, exactly.
I was gonna ask, you gonna miss white girls?
Bro, I've never been. All right.
I'm not trying to catch you up.
I've never talked to a white girl ever, like in that way. But my one white friend, like I'd be with him. Shout out Max.
His name's Max too?
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. Y'all got similar eyebrows. What's happening?
Is he Jewish?
Nah,
Probably not.
nah.
Okay.
It's usually no.
Yeah.
Oh right, you.
But shout out to him. And like I'd go, like his girlfriend is white, and like whenever I'd be at his house, which I mean, since he's been around all them white girls, it's been like a couple times. Like it would just be all those white girls there, and I'd have to like find stuff to pretend to talk to him about. And like they cool, but I'm like, nah, they've been drinking. I'm like, I see where this is going
yeah,
for me.
you know the trap.
I was like,
Dude,
I know the trap.
You know what's going on. It's funny because when that whole remember the assaulters at UMich page and all that?
Yeah.
It started with assaulters at Detroit. They were in Detroit.
Yeah, I remember that.
But the UMich and MSU one, when it started, it was only black guys. And I'm not saying that that's a bad, like, you know, but like,
That sounds fishy.
when you're, I mean, I'm just saying when you're a black guy, no one's going to believe you otherwise.
Oh, of course not.
And also, no one's going to put a stop to it. Like the page only had to go private and shut down once they started calling out white guys.
Oh, really?
So I'm just saying, yeah. So I'm just saying, like, I get why you're paranoid.
I'm not even paranoid. I never grew up around like white girls, so it was never like a
Yeah.
Oh, let me,
Yeah.
Nah,
It's a lot of trouble sometimes.
yeah, I could.
I'm just playing.
I could picture your kids at family reunions in like 20 years, just running around looking like me.
Mine? Is that what you said? Mine?
I know. Hey, I know. You said a million times you don't want kids. Nobody wants kids.
Did I
That's
say
not
that?
how it. You did tell me you didn't want to have. Or I think you told me you didn't want to get married. Like, you thought marriage was stupid.
Oh my God!
Why
Why
you and Beth were talking? You were like, I think marriage.
You're
is
airing
stupid.
me out on my show, but anyway,
I'm sorry.
it's fine.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
His future wife, he loves you.
All right. First of all, I'm not like anti-marriage. I probably said that the year after I brought my girlfriend to the party. I was probably just bitter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was a while ago, so yeah, I really let it slide.
But
Damn.
I'm yet to do that, by the way.
what?
I haven't brought any girl to anything.
I wouldn't.
Intentionally, bro.
I wouldn't do it.
And no, it was like the one girl I could have. She was light skinned, and I'm like, it's too many light skinned people. I'm just following the Morton.
That's what I felt.
The blueprint.
Weird.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm following the blueprint, bro. It's like
I know the blueprint. I think you should bring a white girl over because no one's ever done that.
that's got to be a lie.
No, they haven't. We've had white dudes, and we've had
Yeah,
Asian
yeah.
girls, and we've had
Quintus.
and we had he's naming names.
Hey man, I love you, kid.
And we've had like Samoan or Hawaiian girl. Like we've never had a white girl though.
I'm not doing that though.
I'm not doing it
I'm
either.
not
first.
going to be the Jackie Robinson of bringing white girls. I'm not going to be the first.
I know. I'm not gonna be the one to break that mold.
I'm not either.
But shout out to all the white dudes that came to the
Yeah,
stuff.
shout out to y'all. Y'all,
trying to
y'all
imagine-
cool. They was cool.
They were cool.
I'm trying to imagine the funniest thing to be the Jackie Robinson of. You know what I'm saying?
Being Jackie Robinson.
Being Jackie Robinson is pretty cool.
It's not a
Yeah.
laughing matter.
Okay,
Max.
fine. God damn it.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But you know, do whatever you want, bro. I'm not trying to clown you or make you
Nah. I got you.
peer pressure.
I
you.
know how you are. Nah. All jokes. No, you just like to joke. I
am a jokester.
Yeah, me too. It's
You're the
all
one who
good.
called me out though. You said my grandkids are gonna be white, or my kids are gonna be white.
I ain't say that. I said they're gonna look like me.
Yeah.
They gonna have a bunch
Yeah.
of Steph Curry niggas running around.
I was just, but dude, you're so intense. I'm not, you know, listen. I don't care about race. Race isn't my priority. It's like if
Me
someone
neither.
is a good person.
Exactly.
But anyway, that's a brief introduction to our relationship. This show is supposed to be about music, but we like
Yeah.
to talk about everything. Can I get some background onto what kind of music you listen to and what kind of music you like?
So, I guess I can start from a while ago. I started when I was younger. I didn't really listen to rap. It was like Jimi Hendrix and stuff. My dad had that.
Yeah.
Got me on that. And then Kanye was really the first rapper. Naturally, Kanye and Lil Wayne, and then 50 Cent.
Exactly.
And then I kind of just listen. I didn't really care about music. I just listened to whatever was popular. Drake, whatever was popular. When I was like younger, and then in middle school when Chief Keef dropped, that was really what it was. It was Chief Keef.
Middle school.
You were in middle school and Keef. Wow, we're so old.
Well, yeah, like when he was really, really hot. Yeah, I was in like 6th and 7th grade.
Oh my god.
And I think it was 6th grade. Yeah, and so him and then Speaker Knockers. I remember listening to Speaker Knockers right after he died.
I had to get
it was
back
a week.
Lonely.
Yeah, all right, yeah, that's a banger. Rico story, all that.
Yep.
And so that was like really what got me. And then like over time, it just developed. Travis Scott, Frank Ocean, Our Future. Really, I think that's when it really took into like really liking music, not just liking songs. Like
For
really
kids like
being
you
into.
and me,
Yeah,
it probably was a awakening moment.
Yeah, and then like and then certain artists like fell on a personal level. It was like Kid Cudi.
Oh yeah, you're one of us. You're one of me.
Like Man on the Moon,
plugger.
and then a kid named Cudi. Those are
yeah.
like staples for me. And then speaking of Vince Staples,
Yep.
Good little segue. I was hip to Vince Staples early because of Our Future. Like I remember when Vince came, I saw you at the Shelter.
Who was the main opening act?
It was Vince.
Was it Vince?
It was tiny, bro. I
At
saw
the
you.
Oh!
Yes. You were with your dad, and I'm like, oh, he's here. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was like when Vince it was right before Summertime dropped. I don't even think Summertime had dropped.
Summertime 06?
Yeah. So he only had the tape and then Stolen Youth and then what was I forget what Hell Can Wait.
Cold Chain for Volume 1.
Yeah, and then Hell Can Wait was the fresh one.
Yeah.
And so and then like now it's kind of like Frank Ocean, Brockhampton. I rock with them.
You like Brockhampton? He's a hater. He doesn't like Brockhampton.
I'm split. I think they've been worse recently. Like the first 2 Saturations were good. The third one was all right.
Mhm.
And then the album with Iridescence, I didn't think that was good. I didn't think Ginger was that good. But then like the album they put on YouTube that's gone, that I forget what it's called, but it was good. So I don't know. And then and I listen to Detroit rap, of course.
Of course.
And
well, you're thorough. We just had to check you before, but that's interesting because you have like a rap hip hop upbringing like me.
Yeah. Exactly.
We have a very similar like path.
Yeah.
For me, it started with Kanye too, just because he talks so much shit, but like not to anyone in particular, but his personality was very magnetic. But how do you feel about Detroit rap currently?
The state of it, I think it's in a good state. I think I haven't like grown up on it completely. Like I would know like a couple of the hot songs, like when Rocaine dropped Chicken and like other random stuff, but I was never like really into it. And now I'm still not like super
Good
into
Ass
it.
Day, all the big songs.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then now like I think Baby Smooth is good. I think Babyface is hard. I think
wow, he should have been on the show like
I know,
the whole time.
Those are like probably my 2 favorites.
You were talking about White Rose Moxie before he blew
that's
up.
my boy. That's my boy. Yeah, he went to UAD with me.
Bro,
You listen to White?
Really?
Yeah, do you know I've been trying to get that dude on the show?
Bro, I can get it. I got you.
Let's go.
I got
Okay,
you. I got you.
I just want you to know Pitchfork posted an article about him today, so the bag might have gone up.
Yeah,
So-
Complex did too.
Yeah.
The bag's up.
So I'll let you know how that's looking.
I'll, as soon as we're done, I'll text him. I got
Wow.
you.
That's
Look at
awesome.
that. We'll see how that goes. But
you could probably get him, bro.
he's I really like White Ceiling. I didn't know about
That
him
whole
until
album?
White Ceiling.
How did you get hip? It couldn't have been me.
He was St. Andrews was plugging him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
St. Andrews was plugging him on their Instagram just because he's from Detroit.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me check this dude out. And then we put Indigo on the playlist.
That's hard.
It's a hard song.
That's
Check out the playlist, by the way.
That's the most recent one?
Well, it's one long playlist.
Oh, okay.
And it's 100
Oh, so it's like
songs.
the most. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I first looked at it, it was like 15 songs. So yeah.
Yeah, it grows.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
The summer
That's a good
2020.
song. That's a good song. Mio's hard.
Yep.
He just what was the song he dropped? IHOP. He had a little album release party I went to. It was cool.
Damn.
The song release. Yeah. Bro, you should have been texting me. I can get him on here.
I need to text you about a rapper that I didn't know you knew. Okay, bro. He's that guy. Why didn't you text me, bro? We were with all the girls and we had the strippers and the liquor. You should have texted me. Okay, bro.
I'm that dude.
That's your fault.
I got you though. I'll see.
No, it's all good though, man. I just appreciate his music and I like that he's
sweet.
doing something different
Yeah, I was
because
gonna say it
he is
sounds a lot different.
he doesn't sound like Detroit rap. Yeah, he sounds like I can't even compare him to anything. He's in his own lane.
I guess Juice WRLD if you're like reaching.
I'm
Did you
gonna say.
research?
I'll give him more credit than
Cardi
that.
on.
I don't know, but
It's
I
song by
think
song.
I think he's better than Juice WRLD personally.
I agree.
Rest
I
in
think-
peace.
Yeah, I mean,
Of course.
yeah, Juice WRLD had more music, so he has that benefit. But
Yeah.
White Suns might be better than anything Juice ever dropped. He
Uh,
being
Yeah, I know. I know. I
like,
agree.
The last
personally.
Juice WRLD album wasn't bad though. I'll say that it wasn't bad.
The one that
Blood
Lil
on,
Bibby
Blood on,
dropped.
no, the Juice WRLD album with the pink background.
Yeah,
Oh,
Lil
the-
Bibby dropped that.
Oh, Lil Bibby did. I thought I
Mhm.
heard Baby. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
Lil Bibby. Yeah. See,
Mhm.
that's another Chicago rapper. Yeah,
Yep.
Yep.
yeah.
But we were just talking before the show too about Dirk in
Oh, yeah.
Chicago.
Dirk. Yeah,
The Voice, the song just dropped yesterday. Have you heard it?
yeah, I heard it. It's good. It's
You
good.
like it?
I love
yeah.
it.
I
You
don't
love
think
it.
I'll say this. I feel like I'm scared he's just gonna get too repetitive because it does sound like a lot of Dirk songs.
Okay.
He can fall into a pattern for sure.
Yeah.
He does, but when he does shine or when he does do something different, he shines. Like the Drake song, I didn't think sounded like typical.
No,
was
no,
new
no.
there.
It was too short though. The
Right.
verse was too
I
short.
want more, but what I did hear, I liked a lot.
No, that was good, and I
And-
think they got more.
I agree. Yeah,
I-
he can do something different, and this new song, I mean, it does sound a little similar. You're right,
Mhm.
but it sounds a bit more. I mean, there are a lot of like electric guitars.
Moving away from the camera.
Oh, my fault. My fault.
No, you're good.
It was just good song. I think my favorite release of today, I guess.
Oh,
But,
yesterday.
Last night.
Last
It
night
was better than Mid Sean.
Mid Sean.
Mid Sean instead of
Damn.
Big.
Oh wow, you're coming quick out the gate.
Look at
I rock
into
with
that.
Big Sean as a person, but
Yeah, he's a great guy.
he's
His
a cool guy.
personality.
He's a cool guy.
he's-
We go to the same barber, you know.
God damn it.
Are
Kinda,
you flexing
kinda,
on a?
Kinda. I can't afford his barber. He's the top. He's the top guy. I go to like the second tier.
Oh, but like he has the top chair. I know what you mean.
yeah, and he's the most expensive. He taxes. My dad goes to him now, so
Your dad's fresh. I like his dreads, but
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, he died. That was a good movie. Should have done that years ago. Anyway,
Yeah.
I was gonna say the only claim to fame I had when I used to go to this barber was that Travis Scott shot the promo for Birds in the Trap in front of it.
Oh, the
You know what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
on Gratiot.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
What? You went to a barber on Gratiot?
Yes, sir.
Which one?
So,
Executive.
so
So what?
Lorenzo.
But I'm saying like which shop is that?
I don't even barber stop. I forgot the name. I just
Oh yeah. It's
Yeah.
near the pawn shop.
Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I went to one of ones over there. Yeah.
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 That
And
that
then
was when I still tried to
there's-
rock the fade. I
there was
can't do
that
it.
one, and then there was one with there's the one next to it with the spray paint
Yep.
all over. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So shout out to barbers out there.
Yeah, shout out to barbers.
They
Y'all
keep
hold
the
it
world
down.
going.
Hold it down. It was rough those 3 months when they just were gone. It
Well,
was rough.
I gave up.
Yeah, you can just I can't do that.
What you mean?
I could just grow dreads, but nah, like
I don't have
was looking
dreads.
no, but I'm saying like I know, but I can't grow Corbin blue hair like you, so I gotta like dread it
Whoa.
out.
Why are you destroying me on
But
my?
that's not a roast. That's not a roast. Corbin blue had
People love his
had
hair.
all the girls back in the day. He was running stuff. let's
I'm
be
like
honest.
the evil Corbin. I'm like his evil twin, I guess. Whatever. But
Oh my God.
Corbin Red.
you should dread it, bro.
Maybe I might. My dad got me inspired, man.
That's what I'm
you know.
saying. He's looking fresh.
Yeah.
But that was my claim to fame was that little barbershop. But you said Big Sean goes
Your
to yours.
claim to fame.
Yeah, but I don't know how often Big Sean's there, but I know when he does get his haircut, he goes to shout out Sebastian. He goes to Sebastian.
So you're dogging him out, and you guys are boys.
No,
You
wait,
guys-
wait. I'm not dogging him out. I called him Mid Sean. It's funny. He's cool. He's a good rapper. I don't think he's top 10, but I don't think he's like bottom. I don't think he's Russ either. Like I think there's a middle ground.
Russ is like your bottom, your bar.
Or
Wait,
like
step to the camera real quick. Yeah, look, bro. Why are
supermarket.
you afraid? I've known you since birth, bro. Come here, yeah. All right.
You changed your diapers.
He didn't change my diapers.
Nephew?
He didn't
Come on.
change my diapers.
But what's your favorite Sean tape? Like, what do you think is his best work?
You know what? I'm gonna go with a hot take. I decided. That's
Wow.
a
That is
really
a hot
hot.
take.
That's a very hot take.
So like, I just feel like the length, because like it's like dark. I think a lot of people go Dark Sky Paradise.
They would. Most people who
Most
didn't
people
listen to him
would.
from
Most
Detroit.
people who would. And my only thing with that is it's too many songs. It's too many misses. I think the best part of that was better than the best part of I Decided. I actually kind of liked I Decided.
I decided
It was less
more
corny.
consistent.
It was more consistent, right? And
Yep.
with rappers who are inconsistent, I just look for the songs that are consistently a 6 instead of the one where there's 1 9 and there's 1 2.
Well, that's always been Big Sean's thing is he's had
Yeah.
high highs
High highs and
and
lows.
some low lows because
Even in his song with lines. Like he'll
Yeah,
have
like
some,
line to line, it's like
he'll have some bad corny lines.
gosh, man. He's
we were
oh,
talking
man.
before the show about it.
Yeah.
His anti-vax line
Yeah.
on his
Where
newest
what?
album,
Yeah. What was it?
Harder Than My Demons. He said, "I don't even get flu shots."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty dangerous thing to say during a pandemic.
I mean, a lot of rappers say that though. Freddie
Okay.
Gibbs on Palm Olive, he said
Yes.
something about like keep your vaccines off.
But that's a big thing in our community.
It is.
Not
Well,
to
I mean,
exclude you from this conversation, but like black people are pretty skeptical.
they're
Of,
skeptical. We're
West-
skeptical of everything.
of everything, but especially Western medicine.
I mean, after like Tuskegee experiments,
Exactly.
Like that's like that's why I get it.
yeah, yeah.
And like he does, and I think like 2 bars later, he says something about like Western medicine doesn't work or something. He said something about like that's how I knew Western medicine was weak because he said he had like a heart problem.
Yeah,
and
he
started,
said he
like,
took magnesium instead of getting heart medicine.
Yeah.
or
He had a
something.
heart murmur, and they put a pacemaker in it.
yeah,
His heart, I think.
yeah. He said something about a pacemaker, which I don't know. That is a thing, and I mean, it's especially a thing now with COVID, right? It's like everybody I know is like, oh, I'm not getting the vaccine,
Right.
and there's other people like, if they make us get the vaccine, I'm not going to get it. And I mean, if you don't want to be the first person to get it,
I
that's
understand.
understandable.
Yeah, I get it.
understandable. But
You're just making
after a while, probably should get it.
and then
Yeah.
what is like the harm of vaccines? Like, what do they think is gonna happen? Like,
Autism. They're still on the
Oh,
autism. I mean, that's been
autism.
proven to be fake. Like
yeah,
I
many
mean,
times.
I don't know how mainstream this is, but I was watching X-Files, and there's a whole kind of subplot where the government takes your DNA from smallpox vaccine,
Mhm.
and so maybe there could be some like the government using it to track you or spy on you or something.
they
like
already
that.
have our
Well,
DNA,
people already
and
have
our
the-
face and our fingerprint.
But I mean, you got to think
That's
a lot of
true.
people already have their conspiracies about this being 5G and all this
the
other
5G one. Yeah,
Well, that's like on one side, and on the other side is something to destroy Trump. Like, so there's always those skeptical people. So naturally, they're gonna be skeptical of vaccines.
right.
yeah.
Like, that's just natural.
And it's just like our community is like anytime we trusted like white America, it blew up in our face. So
yeah, we have no reason to. Like,
Yeah.
there hasn't been a reason.
it's
to
just
trust.
sad because like we get destroyed by like medicine
Mhm.
and
Exactly.
it's I don't know. I it's like a nuanced conversation that this show isn't really the platform for.
Right.
Yeah,
But I just thought it was a weird line to put into the song.
Yeah, that doesn't. But given some of the stuff he says about like meditation and stuff, like
Yeah.
a lot of those people are always online with that. And there's nothing wrong with not getting flu shots, by the way. I don't think I've ever gotten a flu shot, but I've also never had the flu.
He just got his flu shot. You
well,
should fight.
but I'll
Both
say
of you.
this: I don't usually get flu shots
Okay.
because I still have a kind of fear of needles. It's one of my biggest irrational fears. I
understandable.
always avoid it if I could, but this year I just felt like
Because of COVID.
because of
Yeah,
COVID,
that's understandable.
if you get a flu and COVID, I'm sure that'd be more dangerous than just the flu. I figured you should probably do it. But I mean, I think one thing about Big Sean and the album, at least, is like, you know, you can maybe point to other places and be critical of certain things and all that stuff.
a million things to be critical of. Right now.
Yeah, but I mean, certain like subscribing remedies,
Mm-hmm.
like explicitly saying don't go to the doctor or don't get vaccines, instead of being like maybe think about where you're getting things or where things are coming from.
Promoting skepticism isn't bad, but yeah, explicitly saying like this
Right.
doesn't work,
Right.
like Western medicine doesn't work, is pretty harmful.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
besides that point, I
Mhm.
thought the album itself was pretty decent.
I thought it was decent. I feel like the thing that ruined it was people are way overhyping it on the internet.
Yeah.
Okay,
at
well-
first, and that like when people overhype something, it makes me just hate it.
Okay,
Yeah,
at
I agree with
first.
that. Yeah.
You guys are contrarians.
Yeah, so when I woke up and I re-listened to it, and then I listened to it driving earlier, like going song by song, I'm like, oh, it's some good songs.
Yeah.
I really like Lucky Me. I know that's the second song. I don't like the song with Janae Aiko.
No, I skipped all those.
It's called like Body
Language?
Body Language.
Yeah.
Whatever.
like that.
I guess the one song, cause like song by song, I can't remember. Cause it
Why
just
do you
came
guys
out.
hate black women, by the way?
Okay, enough.
Bro, what?
Enough.
She's like, I mean, she's black, but she's
If she's not black, you're not black.
But no, she's like, but I'm saying dudes like her because they got that whole that Blasian fetish. Anyway,
That's true.
We'll get past that.
Yeah.
But I was literally about to say on the Cypher song, Cash
Yeah.
Doll went in.
Yeah.
So,
Is she your favorite verse?
I don't know yet. So far, it was her or Payroll, I think.
Yo!
It
I
was
think
her,
what,
Payroll.
what-
It was
Oh,
her,
Payroll's my
Payroll.
favorite too.
I think
Payroll's
what I
hard,
kind of
though.
wanted to
Yeah.
do was go verse by verse because I think that's definitely the standout for the album.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go verse by verse?
I kind of wanted to do that just quickly.
Okay.
Okay.
All
I think it starts off with T Grizzly.
Yeah.
Worst, probably.
Ooh.
I'm not a huge fan of T Grizzly myself.
I like T. I think he's a McDonald's Meek Mill. Or like, he's like a worse Meek Mill.
I
Like,
see what you mean.
like their first
Interesting.
big song was them yelling.
Interesting.
well, yeah,
and like
Dreams
a
and
beat.
Nightmares is nothing's
it-
beating that song.
Nothing's
Yeah,
beating
but
that.
First Day Out's like, they're similar songs.
They're similar, but
the
Dreams and
beat- the
Nightmares
beat
is
change.
Nothing
better.
you can't know.
I agree.
Dreams and Nightmares is on another level.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about the song.
Yeah.
Yes.
T Grizzly's never been my favorite, especially because right now in Detroit, there's so many other good people to listen to.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd rather listen to someone else. But
Yeah.
I mean, to start off the song, I get it. I get why you start off with like probably the biggest name right now,
Mhm.
besides maybe Sada Baby.
Yeah,
But he did. I think it's fine. It's definitely not the highlight of the song.
not at all.
And then Cash Dolls after, which I mean,
thought
yeah,
she,
she's
I
good.
thought she went in.
And you know,
You have a
too,
crush.
I mean, yeah, but like, nah.
Yeah, I know.
there's
I'm just playing with
I
you.
think she's kind of the Detroit version of like the kind of girl rapper trend that's been happening.
Well, she's been out a little before.
She has
She
been.
has been out
She
for a
has been.
minute.
She could have started it, arguably, but regardless,
Or
When I-
Nicki.
or Nicki.
When I saw her live, no shade to Cash Doll. When I saw her live, the crowd was not feeling her.
Damn.
When I saw her with Meek Mill
Yeah.
last year. It was her, Meek Mill, and Lil Durk, and
Yeah.
I wasn't really hearing the music when I was looking on stage, if you know what I mean. But and like I thought it was cool. Now my whole perspective on the crowd is different because I was sitting close to the front, and all her friends, her rich friends, are right in front of me.
Flex it on us.
And also I was next to Peasy. But anyway, no.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Anyway,
will you text
anyway.
him, please?
This is hope.
Can I text him, please?
This is Gabe.
Nah, but
Can I get a rock chain? Please, since you're just cool with everybody.
I can get you a 4PF Walmart chain.
Oh yeah, those
Bro,
are
No,
What's
we
that?
already
What's
got.
that?
He's already gonna send them to us, but they're still in the mail because it's the UPS. You know.
Yeah,
But anyway,
understandable.
was the
But
crowd
nah,
feeling her or what?
It's hard to tell because the people right next to me, 100% yes, but they were
Yeah.
literally her friends. Like they were cool with her.
See, I saw her years ago, before she was as popular as she is now, and no one really knew who she was because she opened up for Big Sean. So Big Sean's crowd didn't know
was
who
there
she
too.
was.
I think I was
Yeah.
there too, yeah.
You remember what happened? Like,
They weren't. It was dead.
It was dead.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was dead.
so I think she was out before the trend, but I wouldn't say she started the trend.
But I think there's this. I'm only saying this because there's this girl I found from Detroit who's way more street oriented. She kind of sounds like the guys, but she's a girl doing that.
Mhm.
Mo Money. We'll probably put something on her on the playlist. But I get having like a prominent girl on the song is what I'm saying.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
I think she held her own.
And I mean, she's also. I mean, it's what I don't know, 7 rappers on the song. She's one of the biggest rappers in Detroit.
Yeah.
So even off that standard,
Right.
Why was Danny Brown not on it?
bro, I literally put that on Snapchat earlier. I was like,
Yeah.
Danny
Interesting.
Brown's is looking like.
And they name dropped
they
him in
named
the Dave Chappelle skit.
Dave
Yeah.
Chappelle name drops Danny Brown, and Danny
That's
Brown is Danny Brown. Like he can rap. Like
He was on One Train. He had a standout verse.
Yeah,
on
he
one
did.
train.
so he
was
can do
great.
posse cuts.
He can,
And
bro,
really
Danny-
dope.
He can rap.
Yeah,
And his
and
own
really
song.
dope.
Does he really dope as well? Does he fit with the song?
He could. I
He
mean,
could. He's
he
hood.
could. If
Pretty
Eminem,
simple. People like because he's eccentric. People sleep on how hood that guy is.
He's a
all
great
rap
rapper.
hood. He's
I mean,
like, yeah,
the
he's all rap
latest
hood.
album was kind of more rapping. It was kind of toning down the eccentricities,
The zaniness.
It was.
and he can rap. You
Yeah.
know, he's a good. Especially, I mean, the whole song or the whole entire song was about how different people, different styles can just straight rap.
Right,
in
they
the
got
city.
their own beats.
Right.
Yeah,
And he definitely could fit in there. I didn't even think about that.
I
though.
mean, would we take someone off? I guess Royce being there
Cash
was
Kid.
like,
Maybe Cash. I
Cash-
liked his verse though.
I like Cash Kid's verse. I'm not a Cash Kid fan, but Cash
Same.
Kid's verse was good.
But it was good, but I think it just didn't stand out as much as everyone else's.
Not
And
at all.
Danny's,
But
no
that's
matter
like
what Danny Brown
Cash
said.
Kid's kind of like he's not really a standout artist. Like he's
I
cool
agree.
for what he is. He has a couple good songs. I
But
like Pray, but
I think like no matter what Danny said, he would have stood out more.
for
Made it more
Danny stands
memorable.
out no matter what. Like
Yeah.
he's just a
Yeah, I think he
standout
represents more too.
artist.
Yeah.
I was mad Baby Smooth wasn't there or Babyface.
Babyface Ray didn't make sense not being on.
That's true. I
That
didn't
didn't
even
make
think about
any
that.
sense. Like Babyface Ray has enough clout. Like he has enough.
a good enough
and
rapper.
He can rap. Like
He can
He-
really. He's
And
my
Bang
favorite.
Gang
really-
Lonnie wasn't on either.
They shout him out.
They
but
shout
Bang
him
Gang-
out though, yeah.
but Bang Gang Lonnie was. You can argue I don't want to say Bang Gang fell off, but just like it's not like
They splintered a little bit.
they spoiled. Yeah, they're not even like
Um,
together really.
No, Bang Gang Mazo can rap the best. though.
Mazo can rap.
He can rap his
Biggs.
ass off.
He can rap.
So imagine if I didn't even think about that either.
There's a lot of people that weren't on.
It was a lot, and again, I mean, no matter what they did, it was
Right.
going to be somebody.
Right,
Damn.
right. Someone, yeah, not everyone can be on.
Yeah,
It's
you
already a
can't.
9-minute
That's
song.
I
true,
do wish
true.
there was more like emphasis on Detroit artists throughout.
Yeah, like
Yeah, for them to
instead
be
of cramming
the
them all
call-
in one song.
Yeah, like
yeah, I agree with
and
that.
I don't even mind cramming them, but like
Yeah.
it was some songs you could have found a way to put somebody on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that it was a good move to have the posse cut because it was like the crowning jewel of the album.
Mhm, it was.
But it left a lot to be desired because I think it just made me want to listen to more of them.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'd prefer
Yeah.
it if they had their own songs.
What I liked about it a lot
The verses
was
were too short.
That's true.
Yeah,
But what I
That's
liked
true.
about it a lot was I think, since Atlanta's rise in like 10 years ago with auto-tune and with,
Yeah.
you know, kind of de-emphasized lyricism. Lyricism hasn't been in the forefront of rap in a very long time. And Detroit kind of brought that back a little bit. A lot, but I don't think it's emphasized as much. So I think what this song did was kind of remind you that these guys are good rappers. Through and through. Take away any kind of like conversation surrounding them. They're really good rappers. And I liked that, you know, beat switches. They showed how
I didn't like it at first, but I thought it was a good choice.
I thought it was a good choice.
I like it. I like how they took a kind of universally freestylable beat.
They took We Gonna Make It.
Yeah, that was great.
Who took that? Boldy James.
And I think
Yeah.
after that
Boldy
was
James,
Shout out to episode 2 of season 3 where that was the intro song.
Yeah,
Shout out
great.
Jadakiss.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Boldy had a great verse. Cash Kid I liked. Payroll had a great verse.
Man,
I mean, he's one of the best. I mean, again,
Payroll is a legend.
Payroll has
legend.
you know, Doughboys Cash Out culture and like
Yeah,
They
kind
paved
of
the way.
the sound they created. Right.
Yeah.
Nothing but respect. But regardless, Payroll is a great rapper.
Yep.
So put him on that beat and put him on any beat, I'd say, and he can rap his ass off.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just
I was thinking about this. So Boldy had that album with Alchemist a few months ago.
Yeah.
Price of Tea in China.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Imagine Payroll on a bunch of Alchemist beats.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That would be great.
I love it.
That would be great.
It won't happen, but
No,
Yeah,
it won't.
exactly.
Imagine a lot of these guys on like kind of more
Alchemist
underground.
Y'all
sounding
posted
beats.
something about Alchemist on. Didn't y'all post some? You posted about Alchemist earlier
On the Instagram, which is at Shameless Plug Media. Follow it. We'll probably follow you back.
Yeah,
But
probably.
I mean, we'll follow you back, but it depends on when. Just because, anyway, it's a lot to run.
It's blowing up.
But we talked about who's a better duo, Madlib and Freddie Gibbs or Alchemist and Freddie Gibbs. And I posted the Freddie Gibbs clip with the Madlib beat to kind of like, you know, just highlight how good he sounds. But I was just saying I like Madlib better because he has more zany beats, more beat switches. He gives you more high energy songs, and that fits Freddie Gibbs' energy more.
All right. Well, if we go off the two last albums, Bandana and then
Pinata.
Pinata.
Oh wait, you're talking about the two?
What
Madlib
was the
albums?
last Madlib?
Alfredo was Alchemist.
I know
Madlib
Alfredo was Alchemist, but
and
what was the last?
Bandana.
Bandana.
was
Even if you go
Madlib.
off those, or even I think Pinata was better than Bandana, if I remember correctly.
I would agree.
Yeah.
You
And
said the same.
Yeah, Pinata was.
Interesting.
But even then, like those albums were definitely better than
Alfredo.
Alfredo.
Yeah.
And Alfredo, I will say this, on all the albums off top, and this is probably recency bias. My favorite beat is the Scotty Beam beat. Ooh, that beat is.
Yeah.
Shout out
Is that
Scotty
with Rick
Beam.
Ross?
Hey,
Yeah.
Scotty Beam went to Clark. Shout out to Scotty Beam.
My God.
Off topic, but yeah,
Yeah.
she went to Clark.
You got a lot of crushes.
Oh no, Scotty. Hey, hit my line at Gabe Goated on Instagram.
I'll
There you
tag you.
go.
I'm surprised you don't know her already since you know everyone, bro.
Man, you know I'm just plugged in.
When
man.
you meet her, will you tell her to come on the pie?
Yeah.
Bro, it was one person, bro. Chill, bro.
I mean, I was next to Peasy, but like, you know, it's just one person, bro.
Yeah.
And this is right after the whole. Oh no, this is before the whole thing when they were saying he snitched on Lil Durk.
Who?
Peasy. You didn't hear about that?
I did not.
You know how Lil Durk had that case where they alleged he shot at somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or something. Well, Peasy, it was like the
Is that
Shade
the one-
Room posted it, and Peasy left a comment like, "I was there, he did it," or something.
What?
No way.
It was something.
a
Wait,
fake
when
account.
was
no,
this?
I made, bro.
Okay, first
Everybody
of all,
was
Wasn't he
calling
in
him a
jail
I'm gonna
recently?
protect my my little cuz right here.
Oh wait, yeah, no, he ain't say that.
It was probably a fake account.
probably was.
It was probably a fake account.
I don't even know if he
Peasy
could've.
don't seem like he wouldn't do that.
He wouldn't do that.
I don't
He
think
wouldn't do
so.
that.
Yeah.
He too. Nah, and it was like way too obvious. It was probably fake or it was
You're
yeah.
talking reckless as hell. He's like Tupac on the show.
Dog,
right?
especially man.
Yeah.
You're I like it though. You're hype.
Man,
But I just don't think Peasy would do that. It's just not good look for his brand.
It's not.
No.
And there's so many people with fake accounts.
Yeah, he'd know better.
Like if you go on like King Bonds or like anyone's Instagram, you see all these
Von.
little kids with fake accounts saying nonsense.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, who
Do you like
knows?
King Von?
Oh, dude, don't even get me started. I like Dirk better, but
He got that same.
he got the same. Well, Dirk wrote his first song, but Beat That Body, I think.
Yeah.
Dirk wrote, which is also on the playlist. Check it out.
That's a good song.
But I like the whole OTF vibe.
OTF, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You
they
do like it a
whole
lot.
I
vibe.
like it a lot.
I like dang, what's that song? Yeah, I can't even remember. We'll
Which
keep
tape?
going. I can't even remember. It's just on one of my playlists.
Oh,
I
you
don't
have a
really-
playlist?
I just make playlists for
Oh,
myself.
for yourself.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. But it's a good song.
I mean, they're just killing it, bro. I
Yeah.
just like their whole vibe, and I like what they're doing, and they're keeping the drill thing alive.
They can rap.
Without them, it would be much more regional.
Yeah, because Sosa fell off.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Well,
love Sosa.
hold
Sosa
on.
has a special
Way to
place in my heart.
tick.
I thought Bang Bang with Michael made it was good.
It was good.
Okay.
But I mean, he's had way more misses than.
Well, it's because he takes so many shots. His percentage might be as high, but
he's
he
like
takes so many
NBA
shots.
YoungBoy.
Yeah.
Well, he's better than NBA YoungBoy. But
Yeah.
he had a really dope line this year. It was like, that nigga act like he don't like me, but he listening to my tight beats. What song was that?
That's a good line.
That's a great
That was
line.
good, yeah.
That's a good
But
line.
Chief Keef is almost his own worst enemy.
yeah,
He's him and Young Thug are like in terms of influence.
I just want to point out how off track we got because at one point
Oh,
we were
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
rank
yeah.
the Friday
Oh
Night
yeah,
Cypher.
yeah. We didn't
Oh,
even finish.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We didn't even
MCs.
finish.
I completely forgot.
We gonna
But
finish it or?
that's how much we love rap, folks.
Man,
like,
it's
There you go.
It's
Yeah.
easy to get off
I
topic.
forgot even
Easy.
what if we were doing by order.
and we're already at 40 minutes. This is gonna be a long episode.
That's fine. Who else had it? Sada Baby on the freestyle song
Mhm.
did not as good as he can be. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because he's just. I mean, I saw a tweet about him recently that was like, when you released a ton of stuff, not all of it's gonna be good.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying that this verse was bad, but like he
Yeah.
can be so good.
That's
Yeah.
kind of what you mean by you saying artists are their own worst enemies, right?
Right.
They kind of saturate their own market.
They can do that themselves. And
Well,
this
some
verse
people
wasn't.
he was saying not to like gossip or shit, but on his Say Cheese interview he was saying that T kind of held him back a bit.
That's true. I mean,
So I don't know how much blame we can put on Sada himself
we've talked about it before with him and All Star JR.
Yeah.
They had some
Right.
trouble.
with T Grizzly. So
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't put the entire blame on their careers on themselves, but like
No. I wouldn't even say that. But you can either hold yourself back too much and not release enough, or do the opposite and release way too much so people.
But I think that's what Grizzly was doing too much.
Oh, that's what really.
I forgot exactly what he said, but he on his interview with Say Cheese,
Interesting.
he is something. But I do think that's how Sada got big though.
Yeah.
Because when you're in the like hood rap scene, you got to make as many shots as you can or shoot as many shots
Yeah.
as you can, because trends move so fast on a regional level.
That's true.
So you got to put out like 100 songs a year and just pray that one makes it big, and that's what Block Party did.
Yeah.
Because he had a ton of work before Block Party.
Yeah.
And if he wasn't shooting all those shots, like he
Who
had hits
knows?
in between them, but if he wasn't shooting all those shots, we never would
And
have
who
got
kno-
Block
and
Party.
Black Party, I mean, I don't know if you know about all the gossip with that.
No.
About Drago and
A
Bino
little
saying
bit,
they didn't
yeah.
get paid or
They
something.
didn't get paid.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They weren't happy.
Drago was on.
He was on there. That's right. It was a
I would
little.
put Baby Smooth over Drago. Come on.
He was on.
Well,
he was on Friday Night Cypher.
Yeah, he was just Drago, not Bino.
I rock with Drago. I like Drago.
Who was he
I like
between?
him too.
I like this.
He was between
He was short.
Boldy and then the beat switched. I think it was Big Sean.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah,
I
I think
missed.
that's right.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on there for a hot minute.
Yeah, but even
was-
like it didn't pack the same punch as a lot of the other
Nah,
ones.
it was too short. If I
It was
remember,
too short.
Mhm.
But again, he doesn't have to stick to the same like Detroit beat
he's unique.
formula.
Yeah,
A lot of these guys can just rap straight up, and they should maybe try doing some other kind of beats.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
But when you have regional rap is so tough.
Oh no, I know it's hard to do that,
I
and
will-
I doubt it will happen. But
And a lot of their boys are their producers.
I will say this: it seems like Detroit rap has a bigger influence than I realized living in Detroit. Like you look at like Shoreline Mafia, it's come on.
oh, they fly out a lot. I know Detroit guys fly to L.A.
yeah,
they go to
and
the Bay Area
And then you
a
look at
lot.
like SOB,
Wait,
RB.
That's
Straight
that
that's
was
straight Detroit, music.
There's
And
a
then
lot. There's a lot
my
of.
friend, she texted me this song by some rapper, and I'm like, bro, this is a Detroit song.
I
is
might know who
Detroit
I might know who you're talking about. There's a guy in California who sounds just like.
Yeah,
But you see, the
Detroit guy.
problem is Detroit rap is so good at setting trends, but they're bad at marketing themselves. Detroit rappers
Kind of.
sometimes, because they are so authentic, they can't play the PR game.
No,
Nah,
they won't. They don't.
They
want to.
really
You
not.
know what I'm saying? They won't play the bullshit. They won't play the PR game the way these other artists will. So they take the sound, run with it, and smile for the camera.
But there's like
Kind of.
Lil Durk doesn't play the PR. Like a lot of them
But
Chicago.
Lil Durk's
dudes-
been out for a decade.
Yeah, and Lil,
That's why
yeah,
it took
true.
him
And
so
Lil
long.
Durk, like everybody knows Lil Durk is hot now, but he had when he
Yeah.
was like with Dej Lo,
When he
it
was
was
with
rough.
Dej Lo.
It was rough.
I
Yeah,
was
Durk,
just telling
Durk,
Max
my boy.
that.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
like, and then like
No,
even-
it was
he-
Def Jam's fault though.
Yeah, and he even says on
Yeah.
the one song with T Grizzly, he was like, "Oh yeah," like he kind of like from like a third person perspective. He's like, he was like Dirk fell off.
It
You know,
was-
his features are cheap.
As
He's
soon
like,
as
this is
he-
gonna bring me back. And as soon as that T
Yeah.
Grizzly tape dropped, he's been one of the best rappers.
I think as soon
Yeah.
as he left Def Jam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he got
Yeah.
King Von
Yeah.
King
out of
Von.
jail. That's when he got his second
Yeah.
win.
Doing things for yourself.
Yeah.
I think that's a key to it, and that's what a lot of Detroit guys do.
That's what I'm saying. These Detroit guys are going to have longer careers than the guys who steal their sound.
Well, what I've noticed here's what
and I
I've
just want to
noticed.
point
yeah.
out that we're never going to finish ranking him. So let's just keep talking.
Yeah, at a certain
Um,
point, I can't even remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eminem will probably get to that eventually, but
Yeah.
I think one thing I've noticed by following like kind of street level Instagram accounts, a lot of these guys in Detroit do road trips and they're going out of state places. So guys
Max
in
is the feds, by the way, if you can't tell. But keep talking.
to do music.
He's
I
your
was gonna
Adams
say
You're right.
they're going to do music in like Ohio, Kentucky.
Right.
A lot of guys in like Kentucky for some reason sound
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
sound like Detroit.
You know what? It might be the prison. Call me crazy because you know
Ooh.
all them Detroit rappers. A lot of them when they get locked up, they're in Lexington. I know.
Yeah,
that's what
well, it's
T Grizzly was.
75 goes right
75,
to
that
Kentucky.
as well.
Oh,
Right.
And I think that might be it.
Wow,
could be
that's
it.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is it.
Even you know what? Because like when
We are the feds.
when I go,
Yeah, bro, I gotta chill, bro.
no, it's cool. I mean,
Yeah.
they're making music. When I go to Nashville, there's a Nashville producer who works with a lot of Detroit guys,
Mm-hmm.
and Starlito, who
Yeah.
is a good rap. He doesn't follow the South kind of mentality of just
Mhm.
like auto tune. He can rap his ass off, and a lot of similarities between like the 75 corridor, if you know what I'm talking about in
Yeah.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Probably because it starts from here.
Yep.
Yeah.
That interstate traffic is alive.
No, music.
music we're
Music
talking about.
making,
We're not
interstate
talking
music making.
about- Interstate
Yeah.
music making is alive. Who said that? Pusha T.
Pusha T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's how a lot of this starts because you know we were talking on the episode with Quinteus.
Yeah.
That's how Jeezy got so big and signed Doughboy's Cash Out.
Yeah.
Was the Black Mafia connect? So I mean, like,
Well,
you
I
know,
thought Jeezy was from Detroit. Like I knew he wasn't.
That you
but
would
Jeezy's
think,
like
right?
A Detroit, like
He's
Jeezy's
an
like
icon.
Yeah,
He's like
yeah.
Coney. Like
That's
in
what I'm saying.
Detroit, he's like
he's an
yeah.
icon because
He's an
that
icon in
connects.
Detroit. Yeah.
And then we have the connection to Oakland.
Yeah.
So
Oakland.
yeah.
everyone just bites it. I mean, Detroit.
Everybody
you
likes
know?
Detroit, man. Come on.
So,
Come
but
on,
that's
man.
cool. Like we're lucky
Detroit,
to live in such
we
a
run
city.
stuff. Detroit runs
It's the
stuff,
best, regardless.
man. Yeah.
But I was gonna say, I think Big Sean. Oh, I was gonna say about Lil Durk when we talked about shooting as many shots as possible to make a hit.
Yeah.
I feel like that wasn't Lil Durk's situation. I feel
Nah.
like Lil Durk's situation was we finally caught up to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like because the culture took that like
I
radio.
think he restructured a little bit himself, though.
Of
He
course,
did
well, you
research
have
it.
to maintain
He was
relevancy.
singing a lot more at one point.
Yeah.
Love songs
was
for the
like-
streets. I mean, yeah.
He
Yeah,
kind
it
of
sounded
hit a
like
blend
Future
of
and-
like, what do you call it? Like rap singing a little bit.
Like Future.
Like the melody.
Yeah, a little futurish. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was like really the biggest. I mean, it's still a big part of rap, but that was like when it was first getting hot.
That's when it was new.
So I get why he did it.
But-
it wasn't the best career move.
I just think that rap took a commercial route. And so people were trying to adapt to that, and it was harder for Dirk to adapt to that. But now that rap is out of that
Right.
pop route,
Right.
Mhm.
and it's getting more to the regional, authentic sound,
Yeah.
we caught up to him, and that's evident by him being on the Drake song.
Yep.
Yeah, regional sound's a big thing.
Yeah, I mean, I
And
think
even,
this is
like,
the way it
just
should be.
regions. I mean, you can be honest. We can be honest. New York rap is coming back now because of the New York drill, but New York rap has not been that great. Like New York rap was like it's seen as the pinnacle by like 45-year-old guys.
Oh, like back in the
And,
90s.
yeah, and even like
Yeah.
early 2000s, you had 50 and other guys.
Diplomats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But now it's
Lox.
like I mean, you got ASAP Mob, you got Pro Era.
Oh, I forgot about that drama too.
Yeah, right?
Oh yeah, we can get to that.
Well, maybe we'll talk about that.
There's,
Yeah.
there's so much that happens.
It's
There
so
actually was
it's,
a lot.
it's a busy world.
But New York rap kind of fell off, but only because the internet blew up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it decentralized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you were forced to listen to New York rappers, like back before when it was
That's
just the
what I'm
radio,
saying.
like they made sure.
That's why New York
rappers
and LA blew up. They have the
Yeah.
biggest economies.
and I
Of
feel like
course
a lot
they're
of New
gonna
York
be pop.
rappers are overrated because they're from New
Like,
York.
I don't want you to name names, but does anyone come to mind? Like, do you?
Yeah, well, all right. Some of them I don't know if they're actually overrated or it's just the people I know
Okay.
who like them just overrate them. But yeah, it's a couple.
I mean, can we hear it? Like,
Like Jadakiss. All right, Jadakiss can rap. Wait.
look,
Ooh.
we just gave
Jadakiss
each
can
other.
rap.
The look we
But
just
nah,
gave each
I've
other.
seen people put him like way too high in their top
Well,
list.
I'd only
and-
say you could put Styles P higher. But
I wouldn't
that's,
argue with Styles P, but I like
the
Jadakiss'
only
personality
right,
more.
maybe. But I'm just saying that's the only way I
Yeah.
would underrate
Or then like
Jadakiss.
yeah, that's just the first one to come to mind. And I just had a conversation with somebody about that. I think that's why that's the first one to come to mind.
Jadakiss is overrated to young people, I think, but he talks like that
I
old
love
head
him.
language thoroughly.
I love him.
Salmon place.
Yeah, I
You
love
know?
that. Yeah, we make fun of him so much. but
And you
it's-
see like his
Yeah.
I feel like he has an influence. Like you look at Griselda.
Yeah,
There's like a
we
it's
talk
like
about Griselda a lot.
Yeah, I
We do all
love
the
West
time.
Side, man. West Side, that's my
What's that gun?
yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah,
I really like to pray for Paris. I know he just delayed his album,
Yep.
which
Yeah.
kind of made me mad. And I didn't. He dropped so much.
They all
Same
drop so
thing.
much.
It's
Is
there's a line. I feel like they're crossing the line.
That's
that
exact-
we already
They-
talked
they've,
about
that.
they've crossed the line.
yeah.
a little too much because
But
it's
that,
so
but
dense.
you have to do that to get put on.
Yeah, I
another
know.
thing
but
is, like,
and people who aren't rappers do it. King Gizzard, Lizard Wizard, they did the same thing.
I'm not listening to King Lizard.
But their
Vizard,
fans
Vizard,
do. They
Vizard,
blew up
Vizard,
because they did the same
Vizard,
tactic.
Schmizzard,
Well,
yeah.
You can
Yeah.
also like how many rappers can go on hiatus and come back and people still rock?
No,
That's true.
there is a yes. It's very hard to do that, especially now. I was just talking about V's. the rapper.
Yeah.
New song came out. Well, probably I don't know if it's on Apple Music, but like
I
it's been a
haven't heard
year.
it.
It's been a year since he had new music come out.
Yeah,
And that's rare.
Not everyone
for
can do that.
he
Like
can.
Kendrick
First
can
off, he can do that.
30 years.
Well, Kendrick's one of the best rappers.
Right,
of all time,
right.
or like
no one should compare
he's
themselves.
the greatest rapper of all time. But
He's number one. He's your number one.
yeah, him, 3 Stacks, Jay-Z, and Kanye are my top 4. Put them in any orders you want.
Interesting.
3000's in mine too.
and then-
But you said Kanye too.
Yeah, not all right. Off lyrics, no. Off just music
Impact.
and impact, and like for me personally,
He-
yeah. And then
Yeah.
then like that fifth spot, you got Nas. Nas's lows are so low.
Yeah,
We
We talked about this last. Yeah,
Damn.
Did y'all already talk about King's Disease on here?
yeah, we
Yeah,
talked
we
about
did.
it last
Did you
episode.
like
it?
It was a Nas album.
But it's a Nas
par
album
for
in
the
the
course.
in the 2000 in like after 2005.
Yeah.
That's- But even then, like
And he's talking that same anti-medicine.
he does.
Get you
of
some
course.
lemongrass, cherries,
Man.
and alkaline water.
I feel
Anyway.
like Nipsey kind of not started it, but he was big on that too with the whole Dr.
was.
Sebi thing.
He
and
was.
But
everything.
he's Ethiopian, so I give him like a little.
Yeah,
I'm a little
yeah.
biased, so I give
and
him a pass.
it works
Yeah.
for him. Yeah, it works for him.
Yeah, but what were we even talking about? Oh, the West Side Gun saturation.
Yeah,
But I give them. I think they do it too. But the more I think about this, I think it's the only way to get put on when these big record labels stand in your way.
Yeah, 100%. And
Yeah.
you know, good for them. Do it. They're fighting the good fight. You
Yeah.
know.
Mhm.
But there is a lot.
Yeah, who knows how
Oh.
much of that they can control?
I hate to interrupt the conversation, but can you clarify for the camera because
Oh
you're 19.
Yeah, hey, this is lemonade. Y'all can't see it's lemonade.
Yes.
It's not alcohol.
There's no alcohol in his cup whatsoever.
I drove here. We good.
He's a
We
sober
good.
boy. Just because there's stuff here, I just
It's
want
not-
everyone to know
nah.
that he's not drinking. So shout out. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Yeah.
I would have forgot.
But I know I'm supposed to be the cool uncle, cool
So, he
cousin,
won't let the uncle thing go.
cool cousin. But the feds are watching,
The
so
feds are watching.
you know.
Feds are watching.
But
They're on our necks.
for real though,
Man.
we're like
I'm a winner, man.
they're gonna Dr. Sebi us.
Oh,
we spend that
shit.
knowledge. You feel me? But
Listen to the Shameless plug instead of going to the doctor.
But man, we get so the conversations we're having are just so organic. I forgot where we even started.
This is like a conversation. Like I'll be forgetting the cameras on.
Right?
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's why I was messing up the mic. I'm just talking.
But we were saying that the New York rap is kind of rated, and then
I guess you can count Griselda as New York rap, even if it's Buffalo.
Yeah.
Buffalo, New York. Yeah.
I was just in Buffalo, by the way.
Oh,
so
really?
Don't go there.
wasn't
Anyway,
planning on it.
yeah. Shout out Anchor Bar though. That's good wings. Anyway, yeah. The oversaturation thing is kind of
But that's just the world of rap we live in now, bro.
the oversaturation.
I feel like that's just good, like every artist. Like
Yeah.
Boldy James had like 3 projects.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Bodie James is good.
but he had like 3 projects this year.
That's my issue with YoungBoy fans. Because the YoungBoy fan, I went to Western, so I had to deal with YoungBoy fans whenever I
Why?
talk about
Why is
music.
YoungBoy so popular at Western?
I don't know, but it's not just a Western thing. I think it's a Detroit thing. In terms of non-Detroit rappers, YoungBoy and like Lil Baby and guys like that, they're like it in the city. And I
Well,
feel
Lil
like
Baby's-
I think it's a related, but Lil Baby's just it.
Yeah,
Period.
he's
but
it.
but it, like I'm thinking like before like 2020 even.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I think it's like a relatability thing. I think the sad emo trap rap where it's like they're sad but you have no idea what they're sad about. trend
Wow.
is like
That's a great way to put
like
it.
Rod Wave and like I think that's a big thing. Like Rod Wave was big at Western too. Like people would always be talking about Rod Wave, and he has that girl in my dream song is cool.
Whoa.
Oh, don't worry about it. That's the ice maker.
Yeah, the girl in my dream song was cool, but as a whole, I'm not a Rod Wave guy.
I understand it. P&B Rock was saying something
Oh
about
God,
that too. Like
somebody said I
Stop
looked like
being
P&B Rock before. All right, I shouldn't have said that. My fault.
I kind of see it, bro. No offense.
Man.
Hey,
No offense.
Yeah.
Man.
I only say no offense because people clown him, but
Oh no, he's awful. He's awful.
you don't look like P&B. Don't worry.
He's awful. You laugh, John. It's okay. You laugh.
But you call me Corbin Blue. I can say whatever.
All right, fine.
Exactly. But I think that trend kind of blew up because it was a novelty thing for rap at the
To
time.
be sad.
Like yeah, because rap like historically was you're bragging, so I think people were like hyped to see this new novelty.
808s.
Yeah.
And I think people took it too far to the point where it became like non-believable.
It's just whining at a certain point.
At a certain point, yeah,
Yeah.
it's just bitching.
Yeah. And I don't mind sad rap songs. Like,
Yeah, 'cause
I
we're all
love
human.
some. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love some and slower rap songs, but at a certain point, it's just like I don't know.
I listen to rap to not be myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
I get a whole new persona when I'm listening to rap.
That's what I'm saying. Like I
And
listen to
so-
rap to be that guy. I'm not
Yeah,
listening to rap to be
yeah.
sad.
It's crazy how much I listen to rap and I never try rapping.
right?
I have nothing to talk about. Like I
and
can't
because
be
your
like,
dad is a rapper.
yeah, but You know what's crazy? Like, I can't name a single one of my dad's songs. Like, wait. Let me explain. My dad stopped rapping. Like, by the time I could like pay attention to anything, my dad stopped rapping. My dad hasn't made a rap song in like 10 years, probably.
Well, he's still poetry. He does the
Poetry. Yeah, I can.
shout out to Mahogany.
I could think of a million poems and everything. Sure, but like rap and my dad, I never really saw my dad as a rapper.
All right, I guess that was a little before your time.
But
I feel like it's rapping now. It doesn't even seem like a feasible thing anymore. It's like it's so hard.
It seems hard.
It's so hard. Like I wouldn't even.
What can I talk
to
about, bro? Like I can't be like, oh, I just killed a nigga, bro. My friends play PC games. They don't even play on the console. Like I can't be like, oh, I killed people. Like come on.
Right.
I feel like I get
you do
exposed.
online.
I went to UAD for 3 years.
Your boy went to UAD. He's killing it.
Yeah, but he don't talk about killing niggas.
That's what I'm saying. You don't need to talk about killing people.
My life isn't that interesting, bro.
It's pretty interesting.
Talk about being on a podcast.
Yeah. I mean, come on, man.
Oh my god.
You can tell your UFD stories,
bro. Oh my god. Like I know a few detentions for my shirt not being tucked in.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
I know a few of your stories.
You could sing like Rod Wave about detention.
Right. Sing sad songs. Sing about detention, bro.
Oh man, I gotta gain some weight. I mean, I did put someone. I think I like put someone on Snapchat like, why is Rod Wave so sad? Yeah. And then my friend slid up like, cause he's hungry. And I thought that was really funny.
Why y'all destroying him? Like, why?
I don't know. But he just talks like a sad. Like if you heard him talk, he's like, I don't be hurting nobody. I just, like,
well, he's probably just playing into his persona a bit.
But
sweet.
Damn, boy, like at a certain point.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I do agree. Where it's just like, if you're not
believe
going
in yourself, bro.
Beyond the feeling, like if you're not expressing anything beyond I am sad.
And I'll say this. I say all this, and my favorite album to come out this year was Circles, which is a sad album. But
okay, but that's valid.
That's incredibly valid.
Yeah. That's sad for a valid reason.
Oh, no, yeah.
Rest in peace, Mac Miller.
You like that album, right?
Love it, bro.
It's amazing, yeah.
I like the one before Better Swimming.
Really?
Yeah. I like Swimming because it sounded more
Mac Miller?
No, it sounded more accurate to his feeling at the time. Like when Circles, you have like, I don't know, Blue World.
But here's the thing, right? You talk about the feeling at the time. How many lines are on Circles about death?
Then
so it's like, like the opening line of the album, he says something like, "This is what it looks like right before you."
That
like,
single.
But you can also
out.
curate the album to sound posthumous.
True.
Yeah, but
because he's already dead. Like
and I feel like if he wasn't dead, you would just be like, "Oh, he's sad." Like,
but I'm saying some of those songs,
it changed your perspective.
The whole album might have been curated differently if he were alive. I'm saying because he's dead, it was curated to be in remembrance.
Yeah. It does have that feel. And who knows how many songs there were that didn't make the cut.
Right.
Because, I mean, even, I guess there's a new Mac Miller project of some sort. It might not be a song because they were asking fans to send in videos about, like, what Mac Miller meant to him. I don't know. I grew up on when I was talking about rappers, I grew up on Mac Miller was one of them.
But,
Blue Side Park and stuff. Yeah.
What I meant to say about Swimming versus Circles is that because he was alive during Swimming, that's what made it seem more genuine to me. Even though everything that was recorded on Circles was also genuine, the fact that he oversaw the process of swimming,
that's interesting,
made it more genuine to me in my mind.
That's interesting.
You know, like of course I think he's always genuine, but
I haven't listened to either enough, but I'd say that one single that came out,
Hurt Feelings, or
the other one,
Good News.
Good News.
Broke
my heart.
Oh my God, that's
so sad.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah. Oh man. Shout out Mac. You know Mac taught Vince how to rap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They had to push him to do it because he didn't want to do it.
Vince's too cool to rap.
He's too good too. He's too good not to.
So he's like, he's just so cool.
That's what they told me about the podcast. I thought it was too cool to podcast, but they say I'm just kidding. But
I wonder what the line is, like too cool to podcast. Like there is a limit where you're just too cool to just have your own podcast,
bro. Just destroy us.
We haven't hit it.
I literally like got mine too, or sort of.
Don't worry. I'm lame too.
No, I do it too, but it's like I don't mean that, but it's like certain people like they just have too much like going on, like certain celebrities and stuff. You can't see having a podcast. That's why Joe Rogan of all people has one.
Well, I think I agree with some of what you're saying, but I also think I'm not saying you need skill to have a podcast, but I think to have a podcast you need to have tact.
Yeah.
To be able to keep a conversation rolling without hoeing yourself. Yeah. While still maintaining like being a genuine person. Because I try to make this a genuine podcast without revealing too much about my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But also keeping that balance of not being fake.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we always say this like goddamn every podcast. We would do this anyway.
yeah, I mean,
Really,
just,
we
like,
would do this. We would if we didn't record.
You would, yeah,
The
exactly.
conversation would be
exactly.
so
yeah,
similar.
we talk about
And
this.
that's what it was for me, because I mean, if I do sports stuff, I
Yeah.
talk about sports anyway. I might as well talk about it
And
in front of a mic.
you know how
Right,
frustrating
exactly.
it is hearing other people say stuff
Dog.
about the music you listen to on a huge platform,
Yeah.
and it's like
Or
stuff
when
that
you
either
predict
you've already
something,
said or is
Or
wrong.
when you, okay.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was like, or when you predict something and like nobody else, like you can't prove you predicted it.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
Like,
That's
you
why
can
I'm
look
glad I
back
had the
at
Dirk
yourself.
shout out on tape on
Yeah.
episode 1. But go on.
Yeah, I feel like that was that's like a thing to look at. Like
Yeah.
when you predict things, just like your mindset. Like,
Mhm. Yeah,
That's big.
because I mean, you don't want to be that dude talking about I said this was gonna happen. I said, but you
Bro,
know,
I'm curious to see how my roommate, like when I show up a podcast gear and he thinks I'm a rapper. I'm
Can
like,
you
nah,
imagine?
homie, I podcast.
He thinks you're cool as
gonna
hell.
Even better.
Oh, this is-
be- oh,
it's
yeah.
like, oh, you rap, bro? Oh no, I'm doing a podcast.
You can say it real quick. Like, oh no, it's a podcast.
But
I gotta hide my gear.
but I started it personally because that's when I realized I didn't like Michigan State, and I was
Mhm.
like, I have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
That's when I was
better
at
do.
like one of my points in life where I was like,
Yeah.
I better start doing what I want to do.
Yeah, we were in the
now.
dungeon too.
We were in the dungeon, and like I was telling myself, if I don't start doing what I want to do now, I'm gonna be miserable for the rest of my life. And that's what I think happens to a lot of like non-white people when they go to PWIs,
Yeah.
is they don't really like get a chance to discover who they are outside of like deriving their power and status from other white people. Like they need to spend more time
Yeah.
alone or with like other people like them, just
Mhm.
for a little bit, just to get, I think, a clear idea of who they are.
That's probably fair. I mean, I grew up so much around just like black people.
So yeah,
Like,
it's
I
not a
went to
thing
like
for
a
you,
black school, so that
Yeah.
mindset wasn't really it.
right?
But it's just like it just feels like high school again, almost just going to HBCU as well.
Right.
Like back to what we were talking about earlier. Like that's another way of looking at it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's all about how you grew up, because I grew up total opposite. Like I never went to a school with predominantly black kids, like ever.
Nah.
So my whole life was always kind of like let me spend this time alone, you know, like because without alone time, I feel like I'd be like a sellout.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, so I think everyone, if you grow up around that, you just need to take a minute to discover who you are outside of your white
Because
friends.
you went to Bloomfield Hills, right?
Yeah, damn, don't shout me out. Damn.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Just
I
kidding.
didn't realize that was a thing. Okay.
No, it's not. But
okay.
Yeah.
yeah, but I came from Minnesota too. I was born in Detroit,
Right.
and then you
Yeah.
move around, and then
I forgot about that.
I don't tell people that because they don't believe it.
Bro, I forget about it.
I know,
I remember it. But all right, here's the thing.
Yeah.
The times I see you now, like on a regular basis, were the same when you lived in Minnesota. So it wasn't like you were gone. Because I would see you you would be here for most family
All the
stuff.
family get together.
Yeah. So it was like, it wasn't like you left.
right. But yeah, right. So
That
yeah,
was my.
I lived in Minnesota for a little bit,
Damn,
and
you
then
really got the woof.
I know that was white,
Oof.
and that's
That's hockey white.
that's what that was. It was country. Hockey
Ooh.
was big, but yeah, I think MSU. I thought that there was gonna be more people like me, and I'm sure there were,
Mhm.
but I just didn't want to go into the places they were at.
Oh, there
so
for sure were.
yeah, but like, you know, like I said, some of them were kind of selling out.
Well,
So I
also
couldn't
at
vibe with
MSU, I'll say this too. I mean, I can't relate to the race stuff, obviously, but
Yeah.
going into college, I think you and I, as well as a few of our friends, we kind of definitely maintained high school status a little bit. And, you know, we lived together.
Maybe, but
No, what I mean is like you and me lived together
yeah,
first year.
yeah,
So we could just hang out with ourselves.
yeah.
Second year, we lived with high school friends. So we, again, just hang out with ourselves.
Mhm.
Because you do have to do a little bit of like,
But I think I was able to do that because I finally learned how to spend time alone. No offense.
no,
But
yeah.
I just remember being in high school, like it wasn't bad. Like I'm blessed, but I just remember being in high school sometimes like miserable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it wasn't because of anyone else's fault except, you know,
I get it.
society,
I mean, look, one of the reasons we know all the things we know is because I think both of us spend a decent amount of time
yeah,
on the internet.
yeah,
looking
yeah,
at-
yeah, exactly.
Clicking links to other things,
right,
reading
right.
all the Wikipedias about everything.
Exactly.
Right.
So I mean, college for you is gonna be fun, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, I think for me, I just needed to maintain both sides of my life, like hang out with you guys, but also being able to do things on my own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, MSU is just such a because it's such a big school too.
And it's happened to so many people. Like I've heard stories about people in similar situations to me, like
Mhm.
just losing their mind.
Yeah.
Man,
Like, you know, it's hard.
I
to-
remember you told me you were close. Sorry to interrupt, but I remember you told me you were close to transferring to Wayne. Like you said something.
Yeah,
about
I was trying to transfer to Wayne my
and what
sophomore year.
happened? Like it
I
just,
couldn't break my lease.
Oh, you couldn't.
Yeah,
Ah,
I just want to be in a city
Yeah.
That's understandable.
You know, I hate being dictated by the rules of suburban kids.
Oh God.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
like,
Wayne is run. Hey, Wayne is run by suburban kids.
Wayne
You'd be
is run by
surprised. It's not
suburban
like-
kids, but you can escape. You can go to a concert.
You can, yeah.
Like you can go to something else happening in the
You
city.
just stay on cast for a minute, and you're in Detroit.
I
You're in
mean,
Masonic Temple. You're in Detroit.
I'm just saying, like, there's options in Detroit.
Oh, for sure.
East Lansing, you don't have as many options.
Even me. If I want to, I have a million options.
Yeah,
When
you're
I
in
get-
Atlanta.
Right when I'm
You
in
go to
Atlanta,
Magic City, you do whatever you want.
bro. First day, I'm going to get the
That's
just
what's
for the
up.
wings. Just for the wings. Shout out
Shout
Lou
out to the
Williams.
Wings.
The
We said
Wings.
this.
Yeah, shout out Lou Williams.
Damn.
For a million reasons, shout out Lou Williams. But
Yeah.
but yeah,
But yeah, like there just wasn't anything to do.
Yeah, I mean, I like school a lot. My favorite part of college was school. But
You mean like class?
yeah, class. But that's
Oh.
I know that's not how most people would view it, and
Yeah.
maybe that says something about
yeah, you different.
I mean, there's
You
definitely
different, bro.
definitely a certain person
yeah,
Michigan State and PWIs are for,
Oh yeah,
but
probably the W and PWI.
right besides white people, I'm saying like there's just like there's a certain type of like black person minority that thrives at those places,
yeah.
but it's like a survival tactic. It's like, you know, you either stand out or blend in to survive, and I'm not gonna condone what certain people do,
Yeah.
but like I just didn't want to do it.
And one of my close friends, this guy reminds me of this. He's going to another school.
Yeah.
I guess I won't say, but and like it's a PWI, and it's like when I say it's white, I mean they have a million race issues.
Really?
Like always, it's always some racial issues.
Yeah.
And it led to something that was a big deal this year. I'll tell you when we get off camera, but
No doubt.
and like he went to UAD with me, then he switched to a school that was like mostly white, another Catholic school, and like it drove him crazy. He was like, it's a different type of white people, because the
Yeah.
white kids at UAD, it's a different type of white kids than other places. But he was like the stuff he had to endure, and I'm like going.
They
there.
have money at U of D.
Yeah, and poor white people is a different.
Sometimes, I mean, like
it's a different game.
Well, that's Bloomfield.
it's the racism sometimes is more in your face. Like rich
Yeah.
white
Yeah,
people
no.
are more sophisticated, so they'll be like racist to you, and they'll think you won't catch it. You know, they think they'll be like,
Or they operate on racist
Or they're
structures.
scared. I feel like a lot of like at UAD, right? A lot of like there wasn't that many racial issues. One, because a lot of the black kids that would have like really like noticed the issues and like
Yeah.
you know understand, they just didn't really hang around that many white kids.
Right.
And the white kids they did hang around just weren't that type.
Mhm.
And there are certain kids there who are 100% racist, all that stuff.
oh yeah,
But I do feel like just it being in Detroit is one thing, and other things that kind of limit that.
and also because it's a private school, sometimes they might think, oh, he's made it here, so he's proven his worthiness.
Yeah,
in
there
white
was
America.
a sense of elitism.
Like we are elite because we're here.
It was elitism within the black students too, though.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
to other like to black kids who weren't there. Like, oh, I can do this. Why can't you?
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I was saying in Michigan State. Though.
Yeah, it's like
Like
they look at other like people who are struggling. I'm like, dude, you live in Canton. He lives on.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
Like-
I don't know. It's like tap dancing,
State,
bro. Like you're just
right.
gonna dog another like black dude out
right
because you sold out. I hate that.
even if you didn't sell out, just because you're doing well. Like,
That's what I'm saying,
you
yeah.
had more going in your favor.
Yeah.
It's like everybody mathematically can't do well.
Of course,
You can't look at somebody like, oh, you're 30 and working at McDonald's. You're like,
Someone's got to. Yeah,
somebody's got to do it.
Life's
That's been-
hard, dude.
Man. Life,
Yeah.
man. Who you telling?
Life's hard, man.
I mean, we're all like,
But like,
super young
but
and just
that's like rich kid culture.
Yeah.
They
Probably.
they just shit on people
man.
for
Well,
no
but-
reason.
Yeah, it's justifying your own self-worth outside your parents.
Yeah, right. Like, oh, these people didn't work hard. That must be why I'm. You know, it's not because
The
I.
hardest working people I know are poor.
Of course, man. That's the way this country's set up.
Of course.
You know, but it's a good mindset to break out of.
Yeah.
You know, because I feel like sometimes there's that monkey's paw where you want to work hard for your kid as a black person and put him in a better situation, but then if you do that, sometimes they could become like that corny, looking down on other black person type of black.
Yeah.
person. So you know, it's hard to maintain that self awareness while still being in these spaces. So
Man, yeah.
I'm sure HBCU helps with that too.
Man, yeah. It's
mean,
just, especially with everything going on, like within racial stuff since like the spring. I mean, it's been going on forever.
right,
But like just the way it
Get
is
that mic.
in the forefront.
yeah,
Like I feel like that even like a lot of kids who didn't decide to go to HBCUs when that happened, they were like, damn. Like they were like, I should have considered it. And
that's how I
think,
felt when Trump won. Even
Oh, that is that's a good way. I
Yeah.
mean, you're older than me, so like it was.
oh yeah,
So that changed your mindset.
yeah.
But that was kind of my thing.
Mhm.
It was. I
The
thought about
Obama
that.
era had us fooled, bro. everyone's like, "Yay, diversity!"
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so I'm excited for it. It's a different culture.
It'll be fun.
This is high school again, basically, like a cooler version. I mean, my
It'd
high
be
school,
way
my high
cooler
school
than high
sucked.
school.
My high school sucked, but yeah.
UD sucked. You said
No, UD was alright. It was just bad timing for me personally.
Yeah.
To be there because it was just like it was just I wasn't mentally. It was not the right time for me. But then Western.
Yeah.
If I could go back, would I have gone to Western? Probably not. I guess I made some friends who I feel like I'm gonna be friends with for a long time.
Yeah.
There. So I mean, that's the benefit.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that bad, but it was just like, I don't know.
I mean, you try something.
Yeah.
Try
exactly,
something different.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. And it gave me a new perspective on a lot of things.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to that was the first time I ever went to a public school.
Really?
In my entire.
You've been in
life.
private school
My
whole
entire life.
Wow.
I went to Go Lightly for 4 weeks.
What's
that was it. Go Lightly. It's right up the street. It's a public school.
Okay.
I went there for 4 weeks. That's it. I went to Waldorf.
Yeah.
And then I went to Friends.
Yeah.
And then when that closed, I went to UD 8th grade.
Wow.
And then when I went to Western, like my first, like the first time I saw a fight, I'm like, what?
A fight? Yeah, there was like never any fights at our school either.
If they were between.
About to say some racist shit.
I won't.
There were very few fights. It was
No.
that.
There weren't.
Oh
But
no, I just assumed fights would be. I didn't think kids were bold enough to fight during school. I thought they'd be like, "Hey, meet me after school," because like my school's across from a park.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I thought they'd be like, "Meet me at the park." I'm like, oh, these niggas fighting
Sounds
right
safe.
in front of right outside. Like the first time I saw it, I'm leaving the auditorium early in the year. It was like an orientation or something at the beginning of the year, and these two boys just start fighting. I'm like, oh,
You ever been in a fight?
Not for real.
Oh,
like playing basketball. That was it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I'm 1-1. I ain't gonna lie. The one time he called me like, bro, it wasn't even him. Like I fought. He was like mad because I said it was trash. And then I'm like, he's small. I'm like, he ain't gonna do nothing. And then he gets his brother.
Oh,
that's
not,
he's one of them kids, bro.
Thank you for telling the story. I didn't really expect you to tell the whole story, but
nah.
You redeemed yourself.
I mean, I mean, come on, man. You took on two guys, like.
Nah, it was just his brother. It was just pause. Okay. I'm not a Selena Powell or anything. That was 7. Dude.
This is like the wildest, grimiest show we've ever done, man. Thank you for stopping by.
Yes, sir.
Of course, anytime.
I feel like we left a lot of things unsaid, so I want to, before we like end the show or anything, I want to make sure we like touch on what we want to touch on.
Yeah. What else?
Well, so Big Sean album. Can we come to a consensus?
It's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool.
It's cool.
Okay.
I mean,
are we ready to rate it?
Typical Big Sean flaws and strengths, but
Are you ready to give an out of 10 score?
I gotta think for a minute. Probably like
7. Yeah, I was thinking 7.
All right, a 7 on the scale of this is a Big Sean album or of just music. So like comparing it to that's higher. I'll probably would. And it's, all right, on a scale of Big Sean albums, I go like 8 or 9.
Yeah,
but on a scale of music, I go like 6.
Okay, yeah,
it's too long. It was like a Drake album where
that's
it's like, dude, some of these songs that need to be there.
Well, 3 of them were skits.
Okay, that doesn't even then. The skits were fine. The skits were cool. I like
the skits.
They were good.
I can only remember the Stevie and the Chappelle. What was the other one?
Erykah Badu.
I don't even remember.
That's like your whole upbringing, that kind of stuff. You should know that.
Man, but Erykah Badu a Hotep, so.
You're not a Hotep?
No.
I'm playing with you, bro.
I use lotion, dog.
No, I know you be using Jamaican black soap sometimes.
Nah, I use shea butter sometimes.
I can tell. You look like the type.
Yeah, a little bit.
But
light skin.
we give Big Sean's album about a 7. We gave The Voice, whatever. We're not gonna rate it, but
that's too hard.
High.
We do like The Voice by
like
Dirk. We didn't really get to talk about the Travis Scott McDonald's collaboration.
Oh my God. Fuck, I forgot.
Yeah, there's been a lot. I mean, we can make
the
this
burger. It's just a burger.
It's a Travis Scott burger.
It's a quarter pounder.
It's a
with 3 strips of bacon,
and it's just cut weird. Sauce. It's just cut weird. Like it's just come on, man.
It's a Travis Scott burger.
Whatever the bags are, I'm probably gonna get the bags and just keep them. Like how people have the Reese's boxes.
They're doing a whole collab. There's like gonna be
doing
merch
toys
too.
and stuff.
It might be.
Oh, that'd be huge.
They're doing merch.
A whole toy line, all different kinds of toys.
Oh my God.
Well,
he's already. Some kids already think he's the guy from Fortnite. I think my little sister said that, and so now you got this on top.
What an honor that it must be.
Oh my, the guy from Fortnite. Oh man, so now you just add the McDonald's Happy Meal. Like he's really tapping in.
He knows his audience.
Stormy's age group.
Yeah,
but I can't blame him from getting money. You know?
Of course not.
But there's gonna be a merch line. I think I don't know if it was real or if it was just a leak, but they had like a red polo like McDonald's employee shirt.
Oh my
thing
god.
That said like Astro. It's an Astro World collab. It's not just. It's Cactus Jack Astro World. It's not just Travis Scott. So I don't know why they're still promoting Astro World. It's been like 2 years.
I mean, he still does promote.
But
I mean, we don't know what the next.
It's probably because he doesn't want to sully his next album.
It's coming this year.
You know what I'm saying?
It.
Whatever Utopia. That's what
if that's the name he goes with.
This would be a good idea for label. Put the album in every McDonald's bag. That way it sells millions.
Number one on Billboard.
Sells millions of copies.
See, now this is contradicting Big Sean, right? Because it's like you're supposed to eat all these alkaline fruits, and now he's selling.
Eat the Travis Scott burger.
Yeah, now it's like eat this Travis Scott burger.
Travis Scott doesn't give a damn, bro. He doesn't give a damn.
The pharmaceutical industry's paying Travis Scott off.
Travis Scott. Travis Scott does not care about.
I don't think Travis Scott cares about anything.
That's what I'm saying. He's
we've talked about this
even like
before.
black stuff and all that stuff. He's just kind of like
he's just,
he cares about rage.
He's doing his own thing.
He rages for everything. But let it be a protest.
The Travis Scott burger.
But,
what an absurd concept.
Man, imagine you're working like a 12-hour shift. You got like an hour left. And you see like 3 kids in Supreme hoodies coming. I just kill myself, dude. I swear. That'd be awful,
Can I get
dude.
4 Travis Scott burgers?
Straight up, like, just, like, please leave.
Some rodeo burgers.
Oh man, they're just gonna be pissed. Like, do you know who my dad is? Oh my god.
But that's why they're doing it. They want to tap into the millennial market. McDonald's.
Yeah. Of
Oh,
course.
I'm about to say. Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
McDonald's. Yeah, everybody really realizes McDonald's is trash.
You don't eat McDonald's?
Nah. Shout out Checkers.
I mean,
You eat
Checkers go stupid. Dog.
you like
Checkers
Big
is.
Buford's?
I don't even. Here's what I get. I get the
Nasty as
fries.
hell.
I get the funnel cake fries. I get a slushy, like the Hawaiian punch slushy,
Yeah.
and then I get I usually get the boneless wing, the boneless like chicken,
Soft ass little boy.
and then like, I don't trust their bone in meat. Something about that don't sound right.
I don't trust their boning.
Pause.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Slipping up, nephew.
I don't trust their bone.
Nephew.
Anyway, nah, I don't trust their that. And then I get the burger sometimes. There's one right near my house, and the Popeyes line is always too long. So
yeah.
That's fair.
And it's that or Wendy's, and come on.
You don't even work out, dude.
We
You're like in
just
shape.
got Wendy's on the
Bro,
way.
I
here.
mean,
Shout out.
I'm like scrawny. Like y'all can see my arms.
But like, do you even? Because you don't work out, but you're still like in shape. Is that just genetic thing? Oh, it's because of your dad.
Look at my dad. Yeah, I'm skinny. I look like one of them things in front of the car dealerships.
the inflatables.
Yeah, one of them things.
Nah, I remember I used to be taller than you. Those were the times, bro.
It was like I hit like 13, and shit was over.
You were taller than me by not 30, like 15, right?
15, probably.
Yeah, by 15, because you had a huge growth spurt. And I didn't have my last growth spurt until I was in college, so I was a late bloomer.
Me and Xavier started college, and we were both the same height.
Yeah, and then I was like,
I haven't seen y'all stand next to each other yet, so I can't.
I'm like
He's
barely.
taller.
It depends on who's asking. I'm like barely 6 feet. Like with the throw out, I hit it. But
If a girl's
asking me, I would say I'm 6 feet.
I'd be
you
like,
know?
I'm 6'4". If it's a short girl, I'm like, how you gonna know? Like,
Right? Exactly.
6'4", yeah.
But I always like have girls like try to sun me. They're like, "Well, how tall are you? Like 5'9"? It's like, what? I don't even look 5'9". What are you talking about?
This one girl told me I was too short.
That's what I'm saying. Like they just try to sun.
what? Like I'm
like-
6'3".
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like sometimes when you're like a certain type of dude, they try to sun you to see how you'll react.
Because I'm light skinned. They think light skinned dudes are soft. That's
Yeah.
we used to like back in like
No,
middle
they'll test the bitch in you.
they'll test the bitch on us for sure.
Yeah.
Back when I was in middle school.
You say us? You call me light skinned?
no, us is in
Oh,
my
okay.
people.
Yeah, you're his people.
I was
Xavier.
like,
Nah,
I'm dark skinned.
yeah.
Team dark skin.
I'm what's that shit Drake said?
I'm just playing
I'm
with
light skinned, but I'm still
Still
a
a
dark
dark
nigga.
nigga,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's me. Nah, but yeah, back in the kick days, we had like back when niggas used kick and stuff. I had
Yeah.
all the girls wanting light skinned dudes. Now,
you. Yep.
it's too many of us on TikTok. They think we soft.
Y'all ruined your own image.
We ruined our own image, dog. We too
Yeah.
soft. Light
Fall
skinned
from
dudes, we
grace.
fell off.
I
I
had-
mean, like Steph Curry, like nigga don't even go to the rim. Like,
Nope.
like it's like
Pause.
no matter what
Y'all
we do,
get
we
your
just
nail-
soft.
Y'all get your nails done and everything. I'm playing.
Anyway, ain't nothing wrong with getting your nails done. I don't. But,
But
ain't nothing
you don't know
wrong
how
with
much I thank the gods every day that I'm a brown chocolate man.
it. Bro.
I'm playing
Do people like wonder like your makeup?
all the time. I
What even it like what? Because like you're black, but like what?
oh you don't.
It's something in.
He's
It's something in
related
there.
to me. He
There's
doesn't-
something in there, bro. Because it's probably not. Like what is it?
I'm not saying shit, bro.
I don't know.
It's on the show. I'm black. That's all that matters.
All right, that's fair. That's
I
fair.
just okay. My thing is like you said. We said before the show. If you are whatever the cops see you as when they pull you over.
Yeah, that's like a real thing.
Yeah, and also like both my parents you know, are like black,
yeah.
you know, for all intents and purposes.
Yeah.
So I feel like,
You're black.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like for all intents and purposes, I'm black, and you don't want to be that guy listing off like.
Actually,
Yeah, you don't want to be that
Actually,
guy
you know.
listing off things you are. Well, I'm
Or
this
like,
percent
like
bad.
if you talk to a white girl, she be like, "Well, I'm Italian." I'm like, "You're white."
Yeah.
You're probably racist. It doesn't. You're white, dog. I don't care if
Yeah.
you're Italian,
3/4
French,
Slovakian.
Lithuanian. It's all the same to me, dog.
But I used to get made fun of as a kid.
thought you was Indian.
Yep. All the time. I used to get made fun of for
Hey, I'm not
looking
saying
Indian.
you are Indian or you aren't, but if I see you at a NAF concert, it's
Oh my God. Okay. You know my mom, but like it's like I'm not gonna
Yeah.
explain things on the
no,
show.
no. Yeah, no.
But like that's why I started working out so much. So I could look more black.
what?
damn.
It's like a stereotype.
Because
But
you were never chubby. You were scrawny.
I was super scrawny.
Super
And with
scrawny.
my hair and my like just how I looked, everyone was like, "What?"
I mean, you did used to play Pokemon stuff. Like it fit. It fit. I'm
Okay.
not clowning you. It
No,
fit, bro. It fit.
I get it. I
It
get it.
fit.
I'm not blaming you, but I used to get heckled. Like people would be like, "What's up, Aladdin?" Like, "Oh, hey, little bitch," and like girls would be like, "You're not even black. Like you Indian." And it just really, I was a kid, so it went to my head, and so I was like 16.
I'm just imagining. Like,
and then I'm like, "No, look at my dad. He's big and black with a beard." No.
he just walks outside and some girls like, "What's up, bitch?" Like, do Indian people just get called bitches all the time? Like, what's going on? Like,
No.
racism to Indian.
It's like you know, like black communities. It's like you got to prove your hood, your G
nigginess,
card,
yeah.
your nigginess. So that's why I started working out, because it was like, if they're gonna think I'm this, I'm gonna end up being this.
So I wore this to the barbershop earlier. And I'm
Yeah.
like, God damn it.
Yeah, I know. It's
God
tough.
damn it. The Jordans are saving me a little bit. But
It's
like,
tough that we got to stand by these like rigid.
dog, I'm just start like, man, just baggy ass pants, sagging.
That's
I'm
all.
gonna look like I'm straight out like a Ja Rule concert.
No, that's
in,
played
like,
out.
04, and
That's
just
played out.
This is the most nigga shit ever.
You good. You good the way you are.
I'm playing.
But I was gonna say, people try to like, because I don't look white at all.
Nah.
People try to like guess and shit, and like whatever the girl I'm talking to is, I'll be like, sure, whatever. You know,
So you'll just you'll tell her like,
I won't tell her anything. I'm just not gonna agree or disagree. I'm just gonna be
Yeah,
like,
alright.
it doesn't matter. You
but
know,
if it's serious, I imagine you'd want to
It's
tell
like a
her.
magic
well,
eye.
everyone knows I'm black. I'm just black. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I don't be like to say I'm black.
That's
my
what I'm saying.
my mom is half and half, and she never and once in her life has called herself mixed.
that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't need it.
But her situation's a little different because
Yeah.
she grew up only with black family. She
Right.
didn't grow up with my grandfather.
Right.
So she
Yeah.
grew up black.
But yeah, it's like, you don't want to, like, I said this on the show a couple episodes ago. You don't want to like be like a stereotype, like, oh, I'm team light skin, or I'm team this, I'm team.
Oh my
you know, like, you don't want to. Or people with the name mixed girl, mixed guy, curly
Yeah, we did
headed.
talk about this.
Like
Dog,
that's so
The
obnoxious.
colorism thing.
It's like, why?
It
Yeah.
is weird, like the whole. I wonder though, because I mean, obviously I'm only 19. Like
Yeah.
with the colorism thing, right? Because it's like the stereotype is that, and there's truth to it, that black guys only like light skinned black women, or that light skinned black women are seen as more desirable than dark skinned women.
That's true.
Dark skinned women get
Like,
shit on all the time.
They do. They get worse.
Especially at a young age.
Yeah.
But
especially.
then now, like, it's like with guys, right? Is like if dark skinned guys is apparently the trend, unless it's me.
Yeah.
Smile at the camera. Huh? I look good. And then, but yeah, like I wonder if that's always been like I don't know how to say it.
Well,
like-
the thing about being dark skinned, it's always been associated with masculinity.
Mhm.
So it's been easier for a dark skinned man to navigate America.
And even in other cultures, like you've seen that it's a shirt. I think you talked about it a little bit on the Indian episode when you talking about the show. Indian episode, the show. When like it's a shirt that Three Stacks wore, and it says like in every culture,
Darker people
darker
suffer
people
more.
suffer
Why
more.
is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like that's
Get the
that's a real thing.
It is a real thing, and it's like it's a lot of different reasons, like Western beauty standards.
The whole work outside thing.
Yeah, it's like, you
The
know,
work
some people
outside
working
thing.
outside, inside,
Yeah.
and it's just like, if you're cool, why would you ever want to buy into that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh God, I got that. Oh, Western. You talk about like the European, like the Western
beauty
image
standards.
Of oh my
Yeah.
God. The girl, like the Hispanic girls, they would all like mostly as underclassmen, they'd get like colored contacts.
Oh.
And
Don't
it's
even
like
get
they
me
just look like
started on
freaks.
that.
They just look like freaks. Like all the girls at Western, they just be putting like these colored contacts in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, your
But-
eyes are clearly not blue.
But that's what
You
I
just
mean
look, like,
about
you look insane. Like
it took me a lot to realize this, but that's what I mean about survival. Because when I was like, I'm not much older than you, but when I was your age, I would be the same way. Like, these girls are selling out. They just want to be white, blah, blah, blah. But like, everyone copes with living in America differently.
Yeah.
And especially as men, it's easier for us to reject certain standards. So for some people, they might not be at that level yet where they understand what they're doing.
Yeah, again, it is only underclassmen.
And they're just trying to survive and fit in.
It's barely any sophomores. It's usually just the freshman girls that do it, and it's a couple girls.
Yeah.
And it was a couple girls that would have been attractive to me if they didn't do that. And even when they didn't have it in, I'm like, nah, you set the precedent.
I know what you mean. But it's like everyone gets to that point differently.
Yeah.
And we're lucky because our parents are cool.
Our parents, yeah.
Like a lot of people, even if they're not white, their parents never really instill them like culture.
Yeah.
You know, like,
and getting back to what we were talking about with like the HBCU thing, I've met a bunch of people at my school, and a common theme is they live in white places.
Yep.
I know one girl lives in Colorado. I know one girl lives out in Oregon.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'd go to HBCU too. Like,
yeah.
And like the one person, she's always posting, and I'm not using this to bash or anything. It's my homie, but she's always having to post stuff about Black Lives Matter and stuff.
They got to compensate.
Because they have to. No, not even compensate. They have like, there's still a lot of people they know that don't get it. There's so many people that just don't get it. Like, it's not that way. Like, when I drive, yesterday, I was driving, or day before yesterday, I'm driving to my friend's house, stays out in the suburbs, and like, I see all these Black Lives Matter signs in the suburbs. I saw one Blue Lives Matter flag, but like, for the most part, in his like little, not really subdivision neighborhood, it was a lot of Black Lives Matter stuff. It's not that in my neighborhood, and I stay in Detroit. Yeah. Why? Because we get it.
We get it.
We don't have to say
what's known doesn't need to be said.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And so that is a thing I noticed too, is like they have to show their allyism.
Yeah.
We don't have to.
We
don't have to prove anything.
And I think like it's there's no blueprint on how to be black. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Yeah.
So growing up, I always used to think like there's only one way to do it, and if you're not doing it this way, you're a sellout.
Yep.
But the older I get, the more I realize,
because you hear people say stuff like, "Oh, you're not really black. You too soft."
Yep.
And you hear that stuff. Yeah. And like, I heard it.
Yeah, of course.
And I never. My mom being who she is, and my dad being who he is, I never had to worry about that too much. And the close friends I had. Yeah. But at the same time, there were certain places you act differently. Yeah. Like when I went to certain barbershops, I act differently. Normally, I wouldn't wear this going to a barbershop.
I remember one time I went to a barbershop and I wanted Frank Ocean's high top from when he released Endless. Oh. But I couldn't show my barber a picture of Frank Ocean, so I blurred out his face.
You blurred out his face?
Because I didn't want him to be like, you listen to Frank Ocean, nigga? Like, that was wrong on my part.
Shout out, real quick, if you live in Detroit and you need a haircut, go to the Social Club. And the reason I say that... Yeah,
you heard it.
Yeah, yeah. The reason I say... That was the barbershop I was talking about, Big Sean. Okay. Anyway, the reason I say it, shout out my boy Nick and Justin and all them. Like, they're into that kind of stuff, too. And that's part of the reason I went there. It was like the other barbers...
They're into what?
Like the same music. Like, you talk about Frank. You know, he put me hip to so much stuff.
So you don't really... Because you were talking about you had to code switch at a barbershop. You don't really do it that much.
Yeah, I haven't... I haven't been there in a while.
No, you still looking fresh. It's cool.
Yeah. No, it's not even. I haven't I went to the barber, but I haven't been there because like you got to make a reservation days ahead, and I'm not that kind of person.
What is it like for a white person getting their haircut?
Like, yo, you go to Great Clips.
I go in my kitchen. My mom gets the.
Yeah, your mom does your hair? I guess my mom does my hair technically too.
Yeah. She got the right scissors.
Braids it. You said what though?
She got the right scissors. You need special scissors
for your hair.
Yeah.
Oh, you said like a Jewish man's hair is different. You said something. Explain that.
Yeah, you need these like sheep shears almost because it gets thick.
Because Jewish.
But
is that where like the Jew frost thing comes from?
Yeah. I mean, I don't get it really, but it gets a little bit, and you need these like sheep shears to thin it out. But besides that, I mean,
I always feel bad when we exclude you sometimes because
I haven't said anything like 20 minutes.
Yeah, because we've been going on a tangent about like black stuff, but I mean, if you want to say anything, feel free.
No, I mean, I guess
I don't want you to feel scared.
I'm not scared.
Like you feel like you can't say anything.
No, I have nothing. I mean, I have nothing to say.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I guess I get what you're. I mean, the thing about growing up in the suburbs is that does have to be explained to a lot of people, and like I'm not even trying to brag because I know I'm going to avoid the joke you're going to probably say.
What?
But like none of what you're saying has been unknown to me personally. It's kind of like it seems the natural thing to think. It's like, yeah, obviously Black Lives Matter. Obviously people shouldn't be judged for anything besides who they are as people. But I definitely know that growing up where we did, that's not the first thing people think.
Exactly.
And it should be explained, you know?
It's like weird too because I forget people's parents are like assholes.
Man.
Yeah,
sometimes.
it is. Yeah, my parents raised me the right way. I
Like your
guess.
parents are like cool, but like sometimes I'm like, did your parents not teach you this and that? And I forget, like, oh, your parents are bad people. so you
Yeah.
never stood a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
man, yeah. That
it's
seems
like-
like such a foreign concept.
Yeah, I know, right? Like I
Yeah.
can't imagine being in the house with like racist people.
Dog.
No.
What?
Weird shit.
Dog. Man, what are you telling?
But
I can imagine being with parents who don't tell you what
Yeah.
actually is happening.
yeah,
You know, like I whenever, maybe this is how I was raised, but like whenever I had a question growing up, my mom would always tell me the right answer, even if I was too young to hear it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I bet
tell you
a
the
lot
truth.
Yeah, I
People
remember.
need to
Like,
stop babying children, but go on.
Man.
yeah. I mean, just like
Some version of
example,
it, sure.
like
Yeah.
be a little political, sure, but like I remember being like 8 or 9. Like, Mom, was there ever a war that America lost? And she's like, yeah, Vietnam. This is what happened in Vietnam. And I remember being like young and knowing what happened in Vietnam.
Right.
You know,
Yep. And people just
not
hate,
sugarcoating and like painting a false narrative.
it's not fair when you like shield your kids from reality when there are other kids experiencing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Because then you have them in class not understanding why their classmates are acting a certain way or might feel a certain way about something.
Yeah.
Like people say they don't want to teach kids about slavery and stuff like that at a younger age because it's traumatizing to like certain kids.
Yeah.
But like for a black kid in America, your life is impacted by
Yeah.
it from day one.
Yeah.
So you're not doing anyone a favor by not exposing it to white kids and other kids.
And then
Oh,
when
yeah.
they do tell you about it, it's the version of it is
It's terrible.
it's
It's
yeah.
like, yeah, they just worked in the field and then they didn't one day.
Yeah, they didn't, and,
basically
and
right.
everything's
And then
fine. Now.
A white guy with a top hat saved them.
Save them, yeah.
But then some white people were still mean.
Yeah.
So then a peaceful
So then
guy,
the good
not the guy who was violent.
Yeah.
Malcolm X. A
Yeah.
peaceful black guy and a president
Came
saved
down from
them,
heaven and saved
Came
everyone.
down from heaven and saved black people. Da 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 da. Obama.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
they don't tell because they're ashamed.
yeah.
They don't want to tell you exactly the atrocities of slavery because it makes
Yeah.
them look bad.
Well, there's
Right.
also probably, I mean, I don't want to take control of this conversation, but like, there are a lot of slave rebellions that were A, successful a lot of
Yeah.
times,
Mhm.
and B, were started by people who were like very, determined and very like honorable people, but they don't tell you that story.
No, they don't want you to feel empowered, bro.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
They don't tell the story of like white massacre on black.
Well, I'll
No,
tell
they
you,
don't.
I was reading about this one situation where there was a slave uprising in the South,
Mhm.
and the other neighboring plantations were suspected of causing it because they didn't think that the slaves themselves could lead their own revolution. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there was like slave people accusing others
Yeah,
of like causing insurrections and starting,
Yeah, it's
trouble
wild.
with them, but
it's
they didn't even.
I know. They
You know what
didn't
I'm
even look
saying?
at them as like capable.
Right.
It's funny because like these things have such huge impacts on our everyday life now. But the thing I like about the current world we live in is some people will say this is a bad thing, but it's become so polarized that you can live in your own bubble. I'm glad that like now that we're out of school, I don't have to deal with those people anymore.
No, you don't. The whole listening to others' opinions, stuff like that. That's a bunch.
Yeah,
of,
making each
usually
opinion
said
valid.
in bad faith, and it's
That's
just
what I'm saying. Like every opinion isn't equal.
Right.
no.
Yeah.
Like it's just the way it is. But
What's also funny to hear listen to others' views from a group of people who explicitly don't do that. They just
Yeah.
feel like their views aren't number one anymore.
yep.
So now, if you don't listen to their ideas, you're closed-minded, or you're, the radical
You don't
left, or
tolerate Trump people.
intolerant left, or
You're a
whatever.
hypocrite.
Yeah.
It's like fuck you. No, I don't.
Yeah, who gives a fuck? I don't want to be around you. We talked about this last time. Go away.
Yeah.
I don't want
Yeah,
to
because
talk
they
to
don't.
you.
It's not like they don't talk about it.
You make your entire identity about it. Go
someone's
away.
a Trump supporter in a minute.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
sorry,
With
people
me,
don't like you.
When it's me, they're a little slower because they automatically know I'm not a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
Right.
and so I feel like I can't do it.
Yeah,
Can't
fuck
do
off.
it.
Fuck
Yeah.
off. I don't want to be around you. I don't want to
Can't do
talk
it.
to you. Go away.
Mhm.
Just go
Can't do
away. Leave.
And the thing is, I like this is when I say like I haven't. It's not that I haven't experienced like racism or anything, but it's like I lived in Detroit my whole life.
Yeah.
And so like I haven't been in that. Whereas where you were, that's
Mhm.
more. I'm not saying you did or didn't, but that's more possible. Like
Yeah.
I haven't really had any. Like there's been little incidents, sure.
Yeah, my
but it
life.
hasn't been like anything. Like compared to like I said, the kids I'm talking about who I'm going to Clark with,
Yes.
and like the stuff they had to endure.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Well, I was
Damn.
lucky because by the time I was old enough to really, over time kids are old enough to experience that, I left like Minnesota
Mhm.
and I went to an area where, like we said, people were wealthier, so they weren't as overtly racist. So
They was
I experienced certain things, but it wasn't anything that traumatized me.
Would
it
you hear
was-
kids saying nigga and stuff like?
I mean, some people were saying like a song because they weren't scared of me, at the time. They'd be like, "Oh, he's not gonna do shit. This kid's Indian."
Yeah, I kind of experienced that, and I always did say something like, "Hey, chill out." I just be like, "Chill out." And then like it never got to a point where I'm like, yo, like I was really mad, but I was just because I could be upset, but I'm like, bro, whatever.
You have to learn not to make a big deal.
It was never
and
it was never anybody I was friends with.
Yeah,
that was doing this. So what am I going?
Because like you can't start a fight with everybody.
Yeah,
like because you can't fight every kid in school. Like what the fuck is that? You
like
know?
at Western, right? Like nobody says the N-word more than like Hispanic people.
Oh yeah,
let's be honest. And like, it doesn't bother me that much,
right?
Because it's like, especially it's like, all right, these kids live in Detroit. I don't know what it is. Something about them. Like, I know you're not black, but something about
they're just not white.
Bother me. Yeah, they're just not white.
Yeah.
But as like Middle Eastern kids saying, it bothers me more.
Well, they have a
because the race.
I was gonna say the Chaldeans were fighting. Okay, that's what I didn't want to say.
Chaldeans.
Chaldeans.
Well, yeah. They own. They're more wealthy as a group, as a social group.
Chaldeans.
And so they can practice racism on a wider level than Hispanics can.
Yeah.
Like they can discriminate against you at places that they own and things like that. Not that they do, but they have the ability to.
Yeah, because
so it's really a position of power thing sometimes. Yeah. And also the history between North Africa, the Middle East, and Africa is a lot more racist than the history between Mexico and other Hispanic areas in Africa. Because there was a slave trade in the Middle East.
Right?
Yeah. So like historically,
it still is. To be honest,
it still is. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
So historically, it's a bumpier.
Yeah.
That's a good way of looking at it.
That's a big
But like, I don't hand out N-word passes.
No, you saw that kid who like was charging kids like money.
Yeah, with the N-word pass.
That's genius.
That's so funny.
I know.
That's genius.
But
how do you pay for that?
It's like it's one of those things where like I get why people are upset about it, and like no one says it around me anymore. Nah. But like I'm not gonna go out of my way to be upset by it unless you calling me like the N-word. Then I'll fight.
I've never had to, but there has been times where I'm with like certain white kids and like who are my friends, but then their friends, like I low key know that their friends are racist, and they don't realize. Yeah, but they don't realize their friends are racist the way I do.
Oh yeah,
man,
yeah.
And I'll just be sitting there, and I'll just be seeing. I'm like,
like the best part to me is when growing up was hearing all these other non-white kids, but they weren't black, other minorities be like, why do you care so much?
Oh,
all these other kids.
How you gonna tell me?
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like we're all not white. Like why do you care about racism? We're in a rich area. Everyone's so nice to me. It's like fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Like
that sucks.
There's plenty of reasons why that's wrong. I don't want to get into on the show, but it never.
Just that.
I've
heard that too.
Right. It's like they like us. We're the good ones. Why are you upset? Fuck you.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like
it goes back to elitism though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they don't like other people like me.
I feel like they do look at rich black people differently.
They look at us
until one moves on their block. And
that's
they don't know them yet. When you don't know them yet. Especially if it's a young black person.
Oh, a young black guy.
Young black guy.
Oh, he's gonna have sex with my daughter. He's gonna rob my house.
Right, like, dude, nobody's moving next to somebody they're gonna rob.
Yeah. I always think about the story in Rochester a few years ago.
They pointed the gun at the kid asking for directions.
For directions.
Dude, it's crazy because
that's Rochester though.
This is a little different from that point, but they think because of the way we talk or look or like dress that we are going to allow them to say certain shit, and that's what pisses me off the most.
Yeah, I've experienced that. Or because of who we're friends with.
Yeah, you know, it's like you can't just say
or
that.
so-and-so lets me say it, or I have a black no.
Yeah, no, you know.
Insert here boyfriend, friend, whatever. Nobody cares.
I know,
bro. Matter.
It's people just I don't know. People suck,
bro. Yeah. Damn. Really.
But it's a great experience to have young because it prepares you for the real world, and it teaches you how to navigate certain situations.
Yeah, I didn't get it that much. You got it more than I did.
Yeah.
Going to the high school you went to in MSU, whereas me, I see it on the internet.
Couldn't be me. Basically, is what he said.
Yeah.
All right, we're kind of taking like a deep turn towards the end of the show.
Yeah.
We started out pretty light talking about music and stuff. But is there anything you want to promote? Any music, slept on music you want to promote before we head out?
Slept on music.
Or just anything in general you want to promote?
Not really.
I'm gonna tag your social medias.
Yeah, cool. I'm trying. Yeah, tag my social medias, of course.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Nah, it's not even any like video games. Like I've been playing like my Switch a lot. I've been playing
Mario, all the Mario remasters. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Pumped for that.
That new Atari looks cool. That they announced. That's all.
I more so meant like if there's any one you want to shout out, but I like that too.
No, I know, but I can't even think of like any music off top. It's something.
But this was a great show. The conversation was so natural. Sorry if we excluded you, sir. Sometimes.
Nope.
But we didn't really get to check off everything on the list. But that's okay because I always, at the end of the day, I prioritize having a real conversation.
Of course.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Hey man,
Gabe,
anytime.
Coming through, my day one, my man, my nephew, little man.
Hey man.
And thank you for my gracious co-host Max for always being himself.
Shout out Max.
We have one more update on the playlist, which is this episode. So the summer 2020 playlist is officially wrapping up after today. So be on the lookout for the next one, the fall 2020 playlist. So add the summer 2021 to your library now because I'm not going to link it after this. And yeah, I think we're good. Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Give us reviews on Spotify and Apple Music. Am I missing anything, sir?
Not really.
Follow the Instagram, like he said.
Follow the Instagram, Shameless Plug Media.
Follow mine,
follow Gabe.
Follow his personal, all that good stuff.
All that good stuff. And be cool, be yourself, and have a good one.
Yeah, free Bobby.
Peace.